जमापुर एक ऐसी जगह है जहाँ स्ट्रेस, टेंशन, लफड़े, झगड़े सारी वीडियो को जमा करते हैं। तो फुकट शॉट मत लो, सिर्फ देते रहो।
शॉट देते सर पे सीधा जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, जिसको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। क्यों करते ही 5 स्टैक सारी बीड़ी भूल जाते, नुस्ता मचाते भूल जाते, घर के लफड़े जो बता नहीं पाते, खर्चे रोजे बढ़ते जाते, जूते नए लेने हैं पर खुद का कुछ कमा नहीं पाते। मेरे पास सारे खास मेरे हाथ में नहीं क्लास, my ड्रीम्स नहीं है नींद बस एक काम का बुखार। तुझे चेंज करना कल तो फिर घिस लाला आज, रो मत बीटी लेते टाइम ही ये जो देगा सब जवाब। मेहनत करते रे मत रुकना नहीं तू करना मत सवाल, फले मीठा पर ये सफर उससे बहुत ही लाजवाब। सारे रास्ते बंद तब कर देगा वो कुछ ना कुछ कमाल, फोकट वास्ते देने वाले लोग तो बहुत ही ये जरूरी, ठोकर खाकर ही तू लेगा सबसे लंबी ये उछाल। बस कर दे लाला झर्रे तेरे बाल, स्ट्रेस को तू भाड़ में डाल, खुश रह मिल रहा तेरे को खाने को डाल, रख अच्छे विचार जाना है आखिर में कंधों पे चाल। तो टेंशन का को ले रहा सीधा भेज जिसको किधर को जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, जिसको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। 8 साल का ग्राइंड तब करा शाइन, ट्रेन के खाए तके अबे फ्लाइट एवरी टाइम। टूटा हुआ पीसी पहले लो दे बहुत फ्रेम्स, तभी नहीं गिव अप किया ये पूरा करा मैंने गेम। जितने का था मेरा पीसी अभी उतने का है हेडफोन, नहीं थे नेट के पैसे इंटरनेट पे अब हूँ वेल नोन। घर पे सबको खुशी मिल रहा नहीं चाहिए अननोन है सब, सपने से बड़ा ये सब। गिर गया फिर भी उठ के ट्राई करा बार बार हर बार, रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे लिया तब राम नाम। रास्ते बनते सारे आंखें नमते मेरे, करना बहुत खाली बच्चन फूक दे रहे, सोच से कल के पर आज ही सोते रहे, सुनते कुछ नहीं खाली बनते बहरे। बोले गए अब टाइम नहीं है रील स्वाइप करने में बिजी, कल करते यार आज में वाइब नहीं है, मिलेंगे ऐसे सोचिए बोलने झूठ अपने आप से दिमाग से और करा फ्री टिकट किधर को जमापुर, कराओ टिकट सारी बीटी भेजो जमापुर। कोटी पटेली देना तो भागो यहाँ से दूर, और 10 लेवल पार सीधा सामने से वार सगे ऑफ सारे कार। जमापुर बदले शॉट फुकट चीजों का भी जमापुर। मेरी सोच इन लोगों से पहुंचे ज्यादा दूर, जिसको कल का बहुत पार आज में जी ले तू यार, कर ले यार या तो पार। What's up? ओ भाई क्या ग्रीन लाइट लग रही है भाई, चैट ग्रीन लाइट क्रेजी लग रही ना। गुड मॉर्निंग ईच एंड एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर लाइव स्ट्रीम ऑफ वॉच पार्टी लोअर राउंड। एलिमिनेटर है बनता है आज, DRX वर्सेस पेपर एक्स, द RX डर्बी। डब्ल्यू पॉडकास्ट आए हाय हाय हाय, कितने प्यारे लोग हैं यार, इतने प्यारे लोग हैं। पिंक एंड पर्पल मैंने रखने का ट्राई किया, लेकिन क्या हो रहा था ना कि मैंने आज पिंक पहना है तो वो पिंक एंड पर्पल बहुत अजीब लग रहा था, ये कॉन्ट्रास्ट बहुत क्रेजी लग रहा है ब्रो। ग्रीन लाइट लुक्स फायर, एब्सोल्यूट फायर। वेलकम 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 गैंग, क्या हाल है भाई? तुम खेलो ना, आज एक ही मैच है तो मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि ये मैच होने के बाद शायद हम खेल लें, पता नहीं खेल ले कि नहीं, लेकिन शायद हम खेल सकते हैं। आज एक गेम्स है, आज पैसिफिक में भी एक गेम है, EMEA में भी एक गेम है। EMEA का 10:30 को है। वेलकम वेलकम वेलकम, क्या सीन है दोस्तों? हाउस द डेज, हाउस द लाइफ, हाउस द गेमिंग्स। आज वीवर्स के साथ कस्टम हो जाए यार, वीवर्स के साथ कस्टम है ना, बहुत फ्रीक्वेंटली करते रहता हूं मैं, अगर आपको नहीं पता तो। कल ही एक वीवर्स के साथ कस्टम हुआ है मेरा ऑफ स्ट्रीम, अगर आपको नहीं पता। बहुत सारे लोग ज्वाइन किए थे, अराउंड 2000 पीपल ज्वाइंड इन, तो दैट वाज एक्चुअली क्रेजी। एंड मेंबर गेम्स भी कल हुए थे, तो मेंबर गेम्स में भी बहुत मजा आया। ओए मेरे को ये बताओ पॉडकास्ट कैसा लगा कल का? ओए चैट, अबे यार भाई मेरा इंग्लिश है ना उतल पुतल हो रहा था बंटा है, मैं बता रहा हूँ मजाक से हटके, मेरा इंग्लिश थोड़ा लेफ्ट राइट हो रहा था। लेकिन भाई वो जो टेरर और ये रबी थी भाई, वो लोग कितने एक्सपीरियंस्ड है ये समझ रहा था। वो लोग कितना स्मूथ कॉन्वर्सेशन रख रहे थे, तुम लोग देखे कितना स्मूथ भाई। अबे रुक रहे ही नहीं थे वो लोग, कितना स्मूथ रख रहे थे सब कुछ वो भाई। वो लोग बहुत बहुत स्मूथ थे यार, बहुत स्मूथ, मजा आ गया बंटा है। उन लोग से बहुत सीखने मिला भाई, बहुत सीखने मिला कि मतलब समझा कि चाहे मैं तो बड़बड़ करते रहता हूँ सिर्फ, लेकिन सिस्टमैटिकली बड़बड़ कैसी करनी चाहिए ना वो उनसे समझा है कि नहीं। ग्लेजिंग, अरे ग्लेजिंग क्या रे, वो बस तारीफ कर रहे थे जेन्युइन। ग्लेजिंग वेजिंग नहीं होता है वो, समझ रहे हो। मतलब सामने वाला अगर इंसान तारीफ के लायक हो तो तारीफ कर देते हैं लोग ऑटोमेटिकली, समझ रहे हो। उसको ग्लेजिंग नहीं बोलते, उसे तारीफ बोलते हैं। कल पता चला आप 6-4 हो जी। अच्छा हुआ ना आपको पता चला, क्योंकि बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं है ब्रो, बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं है भाई। नॉकटर्नम फैंटम लेना चाहिए क्या? हाँ ठीक है ठीक है, इतना भी क्रेजी नहीं है, ठीक है। अरे हर्ष भाई आप पहले मेंबर्स को इग्नोर मत करो। अरे सॉरी यार, सॉरी भाई, मैंने मन में पढ़ लिया था चैट। हर्ष भाई अपनी फर्स्ट ईयर रिंग से माउस लिया है आज। तेरे कानों में जो बाली अर्निंग्स लिखा है, ओ माय, कांग्रेट्स मेरे भाई, कांग्रेचुलेशंस। भाई फुटजेट स्पिनर लेना चाहिए या नहीं? 100% लेना चाहिए भाई, 100%। और सिर्फ तुमको ही नहीं लेना चाहिए, तुमको बांटना चाहिए लोगों में, जैसे कि तुम्हारा फेवरेट स्ट्रीमर जी। बांटो मेरे को प्लीज, थैंक यू। आज मदर इंडिया ने बनाया डोसा। बहुत महंगा फ्लेक्स है वो, कितने का है चैट? अच्छा है भाई, जितने का भी हो अच्छा है, वर्थ इट तो लग रहा है। ओए अगर तुम लोगों ने अब तक पॉडकास्ट वो देखा नहीं है, एक्सक्लेमेशन पॉडकास्ट डालो, वो वाले चैनल पे मेरा पॉडकास्ट है वीसीटी पे चर्चा। उस मतलब वीसीटी पे चर्चा अगर तुम लोग सर्च करोगे तो तुम लोग को दिख जाएगा। रेबी और टेरर के साथ ये एपिसोड हुआ, ये देखो मैं लिंक दे रहा हूँ तुम लोग को, ये देखो, ये सेकेंड एपिसोड इज आउट। भाई मैं इंग्लिश अच्छा बोला ना चैट, मतलब थोड़ा थोड़ा उतर, मतलब थोड़ा ऊपर नीचे चलता है भाई, इतना बाकी अच्छा बोला ना मैंने। बहुत लेफ्ट राइट किया लेकिन चलता है भाई, एटलीस्ट लेफ्ट राइट जाके मैं ना सेंटर में तो आ रहा था। एक सेकेंड, लेट्स गो। इट इज लोअर ब्रैकेट elimination game, DRX versus PRX.
DRX?
It's the Pacific El Clasico once again. PRX taking on DRX. Only one will survive.
तो अगर जी जीतती ना तो जी वर्सेस DRX होता और फ्रॉस्ट वर्सेस ये भाई का वापिस होता वो वाला विषय।
In Pacific,
इनका नाम क्या है
but
चैट?
are they
ये
one
DRX
step
के
ahead of
कोच का?
DRX? Can last year's kickoff
DRX के
champions
कोच का
claim
नाम क्या
their
है?
trophy once again?
Yeah, we'd love to see them go to an international event. They've had so many trials and tribulations to deal with a last-minute roster
El
change.
Clasico,
but they
हाँ,
are
El Clasico
always
बोलते हैं
a
क्योंकि
team that performs
PRX
better than the
derby है,
sum of
मतलब
their
RX
parts.
derby है ना
And
वो।
particularly when they make it to the international events, they
RX.
are always doing damage. So we want to see them at Santiago one way or another.
Yeah, no two ways about it. This is a team with a lot of potential. Hyunmin's holding the wingman BD there.
Termi नाम है इनका, okay,
the
Termi।
power.
Oh yeah, he knows that that's a good luck charm for him, so he's
आज है ना
brought it
पाशा
in.
game, yes
But of
sir,
course, they are
what a
taking on
game।
PRX. Will PRX take us up and down the PRX roller coaster?
भाई मेरे को ऐसा
of
लग रहा है
emotions
2-0 game है
once
ये।
again?
मेरे को
Yes,
लग रहा है
the coaches
2-0
and
game है।
staff, all the anxiety in the world.
अबे एलेक्स को देखो क्या बीटी में भाई.
To the global stage, that's what everyone's hoping, but can they do it?
Yeah, I mean, this is a roster steeped in expectation. We know them to be one of their very best in Pacific.
Alex इतना बीटी में क्यों लग रहा है?
This kickoff for this
कोई आके
year,
पप्पी दे दो इसको यार.
expectations were at an all-time high. They found themselves though down here in the lower bracket, on the brink of elimination, having to put yet another lower bracket run together if they want to make it to Masters.
They really want this revenge match against DRX as well, or it will be the same story as Champs. You do not want to get knocked out of the tournament by
Nitro
DRX
भाई with the 100 on Google Pay. भूल गए क्या लाना small fan किधर थे यार Nitro भाई. Thanks for the 100 bro. Thank you so much for the 100 on Google Pay.
Pacific stage, and now with new additions to their roster, they're hoping that these slightly different players
PRX
are
का
going
last
to give
game
them
कौन सा
an
था
edge
chat?
going into this.
उसमें भाई Envy अच्छा खेला. कुछ भी बोलो Envy बहुत अच्छा खेला.
Veto, I predicted PRX, and I love this Veto for them. I feel like they've targeted the
ओए
map.
Heaven
They've
देख रहे
managed
अपन
to do
पहला.
quite well if they
फिर
get both
करोड़,
Haven
फिर
and
Breeze.
Corrode in my mind, where we saw DRX make these changes, bringing the Breach out on Haven, the KO out on Corrode. I feel like they're going to look to hope DRX play them again and have those counters ready.
See, I feel completely opposite. I'm feeling good about DRX in this Veto in particular. I'm kind of questioning why PRX haven't brought out the Haven earlier when it was only banned against them once by T1 when they've had such success in the off-season. Why haven't they been confident enough to pull this out against somebody else? This is a map where DRX, starting out on the attacking side, they are choosing to play into the strong side of PRX, and that tells me that they are confident in their attack with the double initiator, and they have a good game plan for PRX.
भाई मैं बाथरूम में नहा रहा हूँ स्टिल आई कांट मिस दिस
showing a variety of styles already at kickoff. So it makes the prep work for both of these coaching staffs very, very difficult, but it makes Haven very, very interesting for us.
Yeah, for sure. Are we seeing? Yes, we are. We're seeing the
Yo!
side of PRX, and we're seeing that Yoru, Phoenix, and the Chamber on the side of PRX, just like we saw in the offseason.
Yeah, this is exactly what we
DRX
see from them in that
chaotic.
offseason. We've seen Jing on this Phoenix last week. I kind of love this pick. Defy back on that Chamber. This to me feels
They have 3 people who can
paper
stun,
Rex,
Chad.
and
They
that's
have
what I
3
wanna see.
people who can
This
stun.
first half is going to be very
That'll be
important.
crazy.
Both of the off-season games, PRX dominated on the defensive side and then only needed to win pistol bonus to win the other two, the other half rather. Whereas you see DRX's game against Zeta, they had a 9-3 attacking side despite playing single duelist double initiator. Their attack
Bro,
was
Zeta
much
ने
better,
DRX को
quite
टफ
similar
दिया
to
था
what we
भाई.
saw on Corrode
मेरे को तो
against
लग रहा है
Sense.
PRX one sided
Which
जीतने
way
वाली
is the
आज.
momentum going to swing as we step into our first
क्योंकि
map of the day? We are
DRX का हाथ गरम नहीं हुआ ये वाले सीजन में भाई.
Thank you very much, Desk. Yes, Ham Quack, this is Komodo, and we are kicking things off with the RX Derby, of course. Any thoughts so far on the compositions?
Thoughts?
Yeah.
Thoughts? No, I mean, like, it's fine. If you're coming in towards this elimination match and you're changing a lot of things, you're always going to be taking a risk. And I think we're starting to see a little bit.
मैं ऐसा था कल पॉडकास्ट में.
Gotta stick with your guns going into this, because for those that might just be joining us right now for this match, this is an elimination game, but it's also not like you go straight into that best of 5 qualification next. You gotta wait for the next series as well. The loser of T1 and DFM will play the winner of this series, so it really is a bit of a lower bracket run for these two teams, and for paper.
अबे शिट गलत बंद कर दिया. अरे थोड़ा सा हगरा सा तो हूँ. अल्ताफ का नया गाना आया.
Is the 2025 kickoff winners as well.
Nitro भाई, thank you for another 100 मेरे भाई. Love you.
Stage as well.
Lots of
This video is going to
love.
be sick. If anyone was watching the off-season as well, you might already recognize that there is a
Thank you so
very
much,
small
Nitro
change
bhai,
to
for the
Paper X's
100.
comp, actually. It was the Astra for Forsaken that was being run, so there's a slight change which I actually
Paper
think
X
leads
DRX
to a little
के
bit
against
more
हार के
pace to
champion
go
से
with
बाहर
right
निकली
now,
थी.
but
Nah,
also
that's
just
crazy,
more awareness
bro.
to be with the team. So I think that's going to be
That's
very interesting
crazy.
as well to see what is slightly adapted in towards this one. And for the pistol, it's going to be very important.
But
but
off season में
gun rounds for me
PRX ने
is
इन लोग को
really
बहुत
big
dominate
better
किया
than
DRX को. तो let's
That's
see
what
what
we all,
happens.
look out for. We're kicking things off for now.
Good
DRX on the
flash by
attack, just
Paper X.
hovering around grass, but already
Paper X defend कर रही है.
itching for the gunfight. Look at Defy with the headhunter.
Yeah, I mean, you've already got Teo slotted in towards C-Long at the moment, so for freeing only the one Salvo and the Sheriff, we're going to have to see what he's gonna be able to potentially do as in.
भाई सारे mid भी push कर दिए देखो. Crazy.
Finds first frag
Mid
on
push is
Hermes, and
crazy.
it's just a battle in mid now.
Yeah, they're all pushing up
Timing?
actually.
Okay,
all
never
the way
mind.
through window
Wow.
as well. Envy feels
PRX has so much control this round.
Through to continue pushing past, but unfortunately Jing goes down just by a bit.
क्या बात है?
Now going for the pitch.
क्या बात है? कौन attack कर रहा है, कौन defense समझ रहा नहीं है.
Stranded, really.
पहले ही round में
Not
येड़
a lot
भगा
of
रहे.
utility for anyone to be using right now. It's just gunshots ablaze. Everyone looking for them, and they're very individual at the moment, aren't they, as well? Unfortunately, Marco.
घर में घुस के मारे, घर में घुस के आई चकावत उनके spawn पे. Nah, that's a horrendous pistol, bro.
To start things off, we'll keep it mellow as well. Start things off nicely.
Yeah, it's quite. No, it's hella exciting.
Pink में एकदम anime waifu लग रहे हो.
Dying at the end with the whole round playing out this way, Envy pushing all the way up. It's tough. It's unexpected.
तुम लोग ये बात पे मेरे को ladies क्यों बना देते हो?
I guess passive reaction.
पागल हो क्या? पद्दू.
So I guess they do get surprised somewhat. Mako did win the skirmish though, so I was expecting a little bit.
Thank you, Navid bhai, for the potty.
I mean, skirmish is skirmish. I think at the end of the day, regardless of the way that one went, this veto would be, you're feeling pretty okay about it. For me as well, I kind of am thinking about Haven, this A orb for someone like Jing, right? On the Phoenix, a low ult count, how much are you going to be able to get away with getting that orb for free? When you've got the Breach Teo, you know, you can be stunning him off the line, you can be early salvoing him off the line, denying the chance at that run it back to really keep on going. In this round though, Bane, see you later. You've got all the C territory right now for PRX as well. You know this is now ending at A.
Just waiting for DRX to make the move. So it's initial salvos and everything for now, but PRX already close to the site.
Oh my god, Jinga with what a beautiful one tap.
And the rest of it to follow through with the Fade utility coming through slowly but surely.
Drop करेगा एक हेल्प पे भी है.
Going in as well, and DRX are freaking back into the corner.
4 सेकंड में नाम लिख दिया अपना. क्या बात है?
The entire site gets surrounded.
4 सेकंड का मुझे replay देखना है भाई slow mo में.
The plant's not too bad for DRX to go in towards their first buy round as well right now, so we'll see what their first.
अच्छा भाई स्कूटर लूं या बाइक लूं, थोड़ा सजेस्ट करो. 1.5 लाख का बजट है. बाइक लो मेरे भाई. बाइक any day better than scooty मेरे भाई.
Already seen DRX be playing this map of Haven
Safety
against
wise.
Division as Pilsky was highlighting as well, right? You feel pretty confident coming
ब्रेक मारने की बात आती है ना, तो स्कूटी का 100% टायर घूमता है, मतलब स्किड होता है. बाइक्स में थोड़े अच्छे फीचर्स होते हैं जिससे ब्रेक्स अच्छे होते हैं. और 1.5 में अभी बहुत अच्छी बाइक्स भी आती है.
When you do consider that PRX do have the runner back, that's why I was mentioning that earlier on, such a cheap ult to be able to get out to have potential mass impact.
Especially on maybe retakes or just info gathering if you do so choose, but right now DRX angling towards a split.
Something again up through C. See that last round, see it this round, all of the information that you want for PRX to come towards this A site.
Yeah, just hearing all the information going through. So
with the eco round है यार.
To the team.
Sorry, first buy round at DRX. I'm so lost. Never mind.
Sheriff still. Jing does arrive just in time to do enough damage.
Oh my god, the why with 2
from the top of the window now, and that's
bro, they won the bonus. अभी ये क्या one-sided game हो रहा है?
Picking up the bonus.
Yeah, flooding in towards the site before the plant can even
bro,
be established.
Round चालू होने से पहले खत्म क्यों हो जा रही है chat?
Something on this Yoru is going to be presenting on this map for us right now. And again, for something who has had a very shaky kickoff as well, right? Our star starter player of the 2025 season is in the middle of the pack, essentially, when it comes to players in Pacific this time around. So we're trying to see, you know, comfort levels and really shot levels at the end of the day to come out from him. So if he's able to be having the impact, finding all the information right now on this Yoru, getting dirty in the kills as well, that's going to be mass confidence coming forward towards PRX in this best of 3. And now we're going to see the big state of Valorant. When you find that bonus, how much do you snowball with on this defensive side?
Yeah, because technically you should be snowballing so much.
I mean,
eco round है DRX का.
I'll call it a broken save affair.
And PRX का bonus चल रहा है.
Maybe need to see some changes coming in a little bit later on. Right now though, plant for DRX, they've got in towards this A site yet again, and it's just going to be a 5v5.
Good stand.
All the way in through the site. But of course, you do
Cypher
have that
position
coming through.
He's in the cage.
Curveball into the
he's
site,
blind.
able to react all around. Even into the corners, Bane not able to dig himself out. It's just Mako with the Sheriff. Perhaps looking for pot shots through the smoke now. Another to his name. Set himself up. And Another sort of way. Wild TP though, punished for that.
It's an attempt at the end of the day, but Divide
Just like me, the Makubai. Just like me, goated.
And you feel there's not much that you're going to be able
Beautiful
to do.
TP.
4-0 for PaperX. Not needing too much coach intervention just yet, you would say, unless the next gun round that you do have spirals out of control. Because if PaperX are going to be, as we know PaperX are, happy to take the gunfights, and all
PaperX का start ऐसे ही होता है, फिर हगना शुरू करते हैं. हाँ, फिर भाई उसका throw पे throw करते हैं.
Continue to float on that stream and continue to take these fights. So it's going to be really
PaperX जीता तो मैं उनका माउस लूंगा. #GoPaperX. क्या बात कर रहा है? मेरे को भी दिला दे.
They're gonna smoke. Ready? Smoke ready. Ready? Flash TP. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Flash. Ready also.
That's some good coordination.
Long clear kiye bhai, crazy.
From PaperX there, as I mentioned as well, early salvos, for example, to off-put Jing's chances of getting the orbs. It'll keep some interest from PaperX over at that A side as well, because they are playing the technical 1-1-3 at the moment. And it's just something who's the closest to C, but it's an untenable situation for him to get in too early. So once more, it's going to be a 5v5 retake. Divide with the operator in hand as well. Keep a potential eye on that.
Which makes it a pretty good call coming through from DRX, especially Hermes hearing all the footsteps
They are not even looking towards the spawn at the moment. This is not in PaperX's mindscape whatsoever.
Imagine abhi Hermes hakta hai. Imagine chat. Good flash.
Too long.
Yeah, a little bit of time for now, but still.
Hermes kitna late aa raha hai. Finally around.
C-Link for now, and there goes the kill. It's not the 2 that we were thinking of.
Finally around.
Still alive. However, it's now instantly a 2v5. PaperX can't really respond in this situation. The best I can hope for is this kill gets
Navid bhai, thank you so much for the huge 100 rupees on super chat. क्या आपको पता है Tencent Kaide के map rotation में split आ गए.
Divide will hold the operator in towards the next round. I'm not exactly sure if he did take a pot shot with that one at the tail end, escape for the save call, so it might be, you know, not noted that it's going to be in possession, but with the money situation in PaperX, you just assume that there's going to be an operator in play anyway. So we'll see how impactful he is going to be with this weapon as well, because we only generally see him opt for it when he is playing the, we'll call him agents outside of his pool, so to speak. But
bro, look at the stack by PaperX.
It's going to work for PaperX.
They know it's going to be A.
It's the same established start of utility over at A-Long. The same flash combo to come out from PaperX. The same send something over towards the C site, where this time it's not going to be.
But never mind, now they just fall back.
Because
they know it's not A.
Invi grabs A orb. There's a Nightfall available for this B potential retake again.
Yeah, still quick take from DRX though. We'll see how they can possibly respond or anticipate some of these ultimates so far. Nightfall getting sent through.
Ooh, Omen got TP. Okay, never mind. Chhod diya sabne is par side.
Oh, you're gonna have to just take these fights.
ने देख लिया क्या उसको?
Convincingly for PaperX. There's the rolling thunder for Bane.
क्या बात है
Hermes. But so far so good for DRX, finding all of these kills.
क्या बात है DRX pop off भाई?
Back into the fights as well. It's a tough one for PaperX. 2 players alive, and they still want to hold on.
They have to save this. Oh my God, chat.
Back, but Freeing does manage to hold the right
PaperX is diabolical. They're now losing.
Very comfortable again for Freeing in my sort of picture of him right now, and this Teo is back on play. You always just feel like you associate an agent with a player, and for me it's Freeing on this Teo when we throw it back towards his introduction to Valorant
शीशी चालू हो गया.
last year.
शीशी चालू हो गया भाई.
I'm sort of kind of
मेरे को तो लगा था one-sided game होगा.
As well, right? Because this composition can be very telegraphed when you drop that breach utility.
DRX A छोड़ के कहीं पे भी जाएगी तो जीतेगी मतलब.
Trying to execute on the back of it and not wait for any refresh time for the breach, because Teo has none. So the fact that DRX are kind of able to get in towards these sites over at A, over towards B, over towards C, get these plants down, and unless PaperX are already there to take the fight, they're going to have to either decide to flood retake early or quick retake after plant, and not really being able to do so too much now, you would assume, for DRX in the 2 rounds that they've gathered. Will this be a change, though, over towards C? Nah, not really. Immediate decapitation.
No, sir. This is not even parliamentary procedure. This is just DRX going in. Especially PaperX don't quite have the guns. Except for Divide, though. Off the back site. and steps away, eats paranoia, but still tucked into the smokes. Looks for the right opportunity to possibly thwart
What
the
a
spike
recon!
plant. Managed to take down Mako as well. Still has ammo to go for a little bit more.
What do we do?
They haven't planted just yet. They know the retreat.
Oh my god, bro, the right, chill out.
He popped that trademark as well, but a 1 versus 2. Green does have a drone and the Armageddon available with crosshair placement that you would assume has to be superior right now, because Devi has already showcased that in this round. Mate, he's got a 4K. Devi is looking for the ace.
Yeah, it's on a heater for sure. Could even potentially play for bait around with Envy. Freeing though, into the right spot. Devi could lose, so heads up duel, but it's not gonna happen. Elevated angles.
तुम लोग को मालूम VCT मास्टर्स जो होने वाला है वो रात के 1 बजे होगा. अपने को 1 बजे जगना पड़ेगा. 2 गेम्स होंगे, पकड़ो 5-6 घंटा. 5-6 घंटा ज़्यादा बोलो, 3-4 घंटा जाता है, बराबर है. तो 1 से 5 बजे तक समझो.
PRX would have, with a 2-player opener, by the way, a 3 versus 5 for PaperX, be able to establish a plant, defend it. Unlucky for DRX. Because it's also funny that PaperX win that 3 versus 5 for me, because they're the team that normally has those 5 versus 3 advantages and drops them. So a bit of their own medicine, throw the way they did to DRX in this one.
Over lovely. That was like a slight half buy for PaperX as well. But moving on, do have the Headhunter, the Tour de Force being pulled out. DRX being quite cautionary around a lot of these corners. Still though, PaperX continues
अभी ये जा रही है DRX. देखो ये राउंड आ रही है.
Extremities of the map.
Portal closed.
जो राउंड एक है वो आ रहे.
DRX trying to go with a full 5-man punch right now.
टाइमिंग हो गया बेचारे के साथ. Come on Envy. Nice shot.
Envy stuck between a rock and a hard place, and retrieval mission. Now they're going to put him 6 feet under. 3 versus 4, with a lot of this utility being invested early on for DRX to try and get this plant.
Nuste
right now, but it's the Tour de Force from Devi.
Oh my god, Bane!
Another situation where PaperX are here before the plant can go down, and they're just taking the fights, trying to off-put DRX, but now when the dust settles...
Oh, he thinks कि वो city push कर रहा है. जिनका 1 kill में ult है, but I don't think so वो commit करेगा ये round.
Where he is or where he could show up from, so the cage comes down, makes it a little bit more difficult. He's out of utility as well, just has to come down to how he slices the pie. Unfortunately, neglects to check graffiti, so Hyunmin will be the one to take the round for DRX.
If Jin got that kill, got one of them in the 1 versus 2, he has the ult.
तो खुद का time zone change कर दे. हाँ भाई मुझे भेज दो यार कोई तो Santiago.
A very dry contact play for DRX over towards the beginnings of A, and then turning up the pace with the trades coming out from Hyunmin, getting in, getting out, and 2 heavy ults invested in this round as well. Not in tandem either, by the way. 2 different lines of sight coming out from the Waylay ult and the Teo ult. But they do manage to get in towards the site and hold it as well, DRX. So keeping this one in some good form, some good challenges.
A fight? Oh!
Still similar-ish approaches though, different players coming down A long for now.
भाई आगे जाए जा रहा दवाई. अच्छा उसने TP लगाया.
The Prowler as well. Be worth it for Hermes to try and draw a lot of attention towards
judge
this
kill
spot.
रही भाई team.
Think that they're still hanging around. Risky business though to hang around the cage when it drops in the open against an operator, perhaps though.
Nice, the white got him.
Very moment.
Finish with the
to get the plant down now. You spent so many resources to try to get the spike in, but then you get stalled by the run it back. Hyunmin will stand feet to try to send it back, but
अब दवाई की ऑप आ गई उधर.
Lost all initiative now.
Shot भाई.
That's where all the angles start to get held
System
by
hang कर दिया.
especially the operator still coming through.
भाई दवाई मचा रहा है यार. Dawai is machang.
It looks a little bit one-dimensional in that sort of position from DRX as well, right? They get pushed off being able to do
when is Masters? 28 से शुरू होएगा Masters.
Through C with any sort of space gains just yet. So where else are they going to be able to go? Well, it's the B site or it's Garage. You're happy as Larry holding that one as PaperX with a judging Garage because there's no drone action coming through from DRX at that moment. They're looking to kind of dry waltz in towards the B side at that point in time because they've already lost a couple of key members. Again, this Breach Teo comp, it has some power, but it has some fault.
Like the stream if you're new, gang, subscribe to the channel too. We are close to 5 million likes.
Gain advantage. 3-6 in favor of PACIFIC, where DRX now to call their first timeout.
एक सेकंड Discord join कर रहे हैं.
And figure out, are they going to be able to get something better than a 3-9 half, perhaps?
You would think PACIFIC is anticipating some of these potential plays, some of these, well, as you mentioned.
Masters और Champions में क्या फर्क है? तो Masters साल में 2 होते हैं. एंड चैंपियंस एक ही होता है. सबसे बड़ा जो कंपटीशन होता है वैलोरेंट का वो चैंपियंस होता है. लेकिन वहां तक जाने के लिए तुम्हें मास्टर्स में अच्छा परफॉर्म करना भी जरूरी होता है. सो मास्टर्स बेसिकली आप समझो UCL है.
Have looked a lot better for DRX, but you're coming up against Dub Gaming.
Yeah, यार UCL तो
that probably isn't gonna work.
नहीं कैसे कंपेयर करें.
If it does,
जो भी है चैंपियन सबसे बड़ा ट्रॉफी है.
This is going to be a very important round for DRX on the back of that timeout, though, in terms of econ as well.
Oh, a little bit of Dub Gaming.
But Masters B
with Divine peeking his head through.
एक वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप है.
Yeah, drone timing is nice as well. You don't really want to be peeking too far through Garage's Divine when you don't call for an Omen smoke to go towards mid-window.
Masters is pre-boards and Champions is boards, no.
The Rolling Thunder earlier on, that's going to be the entryway.
Bhai, Masters भी एक international trophy है, bro. That's a big thing.
All of the info.
It's also kind of throwing them into a lot of nerves. Oh,
bro, what, Mapo?
Step it away, and now something, especially having infiltrated towards the back, makes things so much more difficult.
Bhai, मैं round ही नहीं देगा ये.
Between a rock and a hard
उसके
place.
चक्कर में.
Can you really fight yourself out of that spot? You can't.
भाई दवाई क्या शूट कर रहा है बे?
अरे माँ अचानक उड़ गया ना ये.
Something there as well with that dimensional drift, just confirming all presence of members from DRX.
True. He's shooting, bro.
Very, very surprised that Marco decides to stick that ultimate to the back of the C site there as well. I mean, from his POV, the 2 PACIFIC members aren't looking at him, but then the moment that you come out of the form, well, Jing just spots you. Unlucky, mate. Nice try. A valiant attempt. But it does get shut down in the end, and PACIFIC find their 7th. DRX not able to convert after their own timeout, and now they'll pay the price in forms of weaponry. They don't have much to play with in this one. A Sheriff, Bandit, another Sheriff, and maybe the Stinger of Hyunmin is going to be able to sing a good tune in this round, but you would generally say that it's going to look a bit off-key for DRX here.
Yeah. Really tough to find the right
Something बाहर आके बैठा है.
Perhaps you're trying to go back in to gain some space across the map.
They will drone in towards Garage, and it's just going to be absent of PACIFIC members, so they are pathing correctly, technically, DRX in this round, but just
oh my, the wise day, bro.
Look at where PACIFIC are positioned, anticipating all of these plays. They know the drone was coming through. They just set themselves up just right as the Waylay does fly on through. Now it's Forsaken into the corner up top of logs.
What a nice seas, beautiful seas.
3 more players.
Beautiful
just the last one left, and Freeing goes down into the ground. It's a flawless for PACIFIC.
Envy has had a couple of good haunts over towards this C site as well. The reveals in that round, and won a couple previous as well, getting some good reveals and some good shots from PACIFIC. Just easy free kills in those moments in time. There's that 8-3 to come on through as we move into the last round of the half. Are we going to see some adjustments come through from DRX? Because it's felt a little bit flat now that the rhythm has been found for PACIFIC. We're not seeing this potency that comes out from the game against...
Ame Baba, thank you so much for the response. Welcome back to the Pow Gang. Ame Gaming YT. Thank you.
To really rely upon. PACIFIC had tape coming into
nice DP, Ame bhai.
Just a bit and still enough. Not to mention, I mean, the proficiency of some of these players on these agents too. Jing on the Phoenix, but still.
Pacho idhar hai bhai, pacho idhar hai PACIFIC ke literally.
Into the smokes, Hyunmin able to take down one, but the hot hand still able to burn him alive.
Jing
to trade back.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of an loose break there from Jing. Unlucky that he wasn't able to win that one, as it's a 3 versus 4. Forsaken has gone into where the opponents buy their guns. A little bit of a lurk from Bane on 5 HP with
Breach भी अच्छा लर्क कर रहा है ये.
Shields. See if he can activate.
Omen को expect तो कर रहे हैं, but window expect करेंगे क्या?
Insane positioning. If he's able to actually activate, Divine has no idea.
Crazy
oh
lurk.
my goodness! Now it's a 2v4. Forsaken though, still a chance.
Beautiful,
as he hops on through window.
He knows Freeing is here.
Pings him as well. Just eyeing down the corner, calling for reinforcements.
Something
goes down as well.
Flank आ गया.
Spent, but this is all costing for
something gone किया bro, something.
Toward it back.
Unfortunate that the frag
Bro,
wasn't found
something
for
had
something
one
in
job.
that moment in time because Freeing's not even trying to focus on finding the frag. He's trying to draw the aggro away from Bane to be able to re-wrap around through the window. Really well done from Freeing to recognize that, or for Bane to call it, whichever way that one has played on out. But it was a round sorely needed for DRX to keep good potential.
Something भाई काहे पीक किए? अबे सही पीक किया वो, लेकिन वो oh my god, मारना चाहिए था ये देखो.
It's really unfortunate that they're not able to dislodge Freeing from his spot. Waiting for Bane to come out with a wrap. So
Util use नहीं किया, अबे उसने clone use किया ना भाई, clone use किया, वो अच्छा मारा कभी वाले Freeing ने.
And we also finally.
अरे मेरे को तो ऐसा one side लग रहा है गेम क्लच भाई ये तो.
भाई पर आज एक ही गेम है तो फिर बहुत जल्दी.
मुझे भी वही नहीं समझा भाई, आज एक ही गेम क्यों रखे हैं?
क्योंकि अब फाइनल से ब्रो इसके बाद.
हाँ, एक लोअर का एक गेम, फिर डायरेक्ट फाइनल, फिर एक लोअर का एक गेम, फिर एक फाइनल. That is horrific.
कल से फाइनल है ना, कल सारे फाइनल है ना.
यप. कल से दो स्ट्रीम्स. बैक टू बैक
तीनों रीजन का गेम है हर्ष भाई.
बैक टू बैक गेम्स है भाई.
हाँ, कल तो मजा आएगा बे. आपका नेक्स्ट एपिसोड कब है?
मेरा नेक्स्ट एपिसोड कल है.
फिर उसके बाद भी आपका एपिसोड है क्या?
जी, एक एपिसोड होगा, फिर शायद वो फाइनल्स में होगा.
लास्ट एपिसोड होगा. कल आपका एपिसोड कैसा रहा यार?
जी बहुत बढ़िया हुआ, काफी ज्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग था, बहुत चीजें सीखनी मिली वो दीदी लोग से. एंड वो दीदी बहुत फ्रेंडली थे दोनों. एंड मेरी अंग्रेजी बहुत उतल पुतल हो रही थी, लेकिन अच्छी निकली बीच बीच में.
क्या बात है.
जी.
On this map right now, and you've also got the consistency from Defy coming through on the chamber. I mean, it's just been.
Oh my god! What a trade!
But he comes out with the shot first as well.
Yeah, so it's rather even for now, but still. Otherwise, for DRX to
it was an idle stream chat.
To double up reinforces onto A. They will continue clear on up. They see nothing there, but they hear all the footsteps up close towards C-Link right now.
Nice moolie, bhai.
Gets tossed. Mako hangs back.
Gotta be careful of this flank that's coming through from Calvin as well. Up
they're just clearing it.
The mid window. Is this gonna be read in from PRX whatsoever? As they look
Harsh bhai to sabke idol hai.
To clear that first and foremost. Something removes Marco. Oh,
and another.
Oh, something ud gaya bhai.
Taken down. Now Hyunmin's been spotted out.
Kya baat hai.
Still able to take down another as well, but unfortunately not enough. Up against something who will survive with 15 HP. All the kills
नहीं देखा रहूंगा. DFM जीती है ना इनके अगेंस्ट. फिर अभी जीटा ने भी टफ दिया. जीटा वाला गेम नहीं देखा मैंने. Hello my idol.
ये लोग ने अपना डबल डुएलिस्ट हटा दिया तो ये लोग का डाउनफॉल आ गया ब्रो.
You are my idol.
तो एक अलग ही मजा आता था यार फ्लैशबैक.
Let's भाई आप मेरे आइडल हो.
We've seen a lot more decisive calls come out on that defensive side. So the second round not going to be present.
Yes, it is. Just you are my idol, bro.
So we'll wait for 15.
You are the biggest idol.
Come out here. But then it is for PRX. What do you have up your sleeve on this attacking side? And I think for me, more importantly, it's for DRX.
It's for this team that has been around for the longest time. For these players that have faced victory on the brink of elimination right now on this map of Haven. अरे तुमको पता है एक और चीज?
More than 4.
साउथ अफ्रीका जीत गई थी, फिर नो बॉल. फिर उसके बाद लास्ट बॉल में 2 रन चाहिए अफगानिस्तान को.
फिर टाई हो गया.
फिर एक विकेट लेके रन आउट. आई मीन एक रन लेके रन आउट.
ब्रो.
फिर सुपर ओवर. और उसमें ना साउथ अफ्रीका को लास्ट बॉल में 7 रन चाहिए, छक्का मार दिया.
What?
हाँ, फिर एक और सुपर ओवर.
Oh wow.
Lethal weapon, especially with his mechanics as well.
उससे क्रेज़ चीज़ बताऊँ? अफगानिस्तान को 4 बॉल में 4 छक्के चाहिए थे जीतने के लिए.
Now it's something.
उसने 3 लगा दिए थे.
He just smacked the table.
What? Something क्या कर रहा है ऐसा?
That's good timing actually on that dark cover as well, because it makes it a little bit harder for Bane to get the utility down to get the team on in.
Something ऐसा क्यों किया?
From the equation as well. You do need to die at the tail end of this round. Something is just doing them without vision at the moment, killing them and making a fool of things. DRX
इस गेम के बाद गेमिंग करोगे ना? हाँ गेमिंग करेंगे ना भाई, लेकिन दूसरा स्ट्रीम बना के. जिन बेचारों को कॉन्टेक्स्ट नहीं पता वो सोच रहे हैं क्या हो रहा है. कॉन्टेक्स्ट जानने के लिए कल का पॉडकास्ट देखिए, पिन मैसेज में लिंक. आज अच्छे मूड में लग रहे हो. मैं आज का क्रिकेट से कोई वास्ता नहीं. नहीं मतलब मेरे को पसंद है देखना, लेकिन अपना अभी स्ट्रीमिंग चल रहा रहता है तो कैसा?
So it's really good prep for PRX coming in towards this specific map right now.
They're pushing mid, boys. Can jump pick or what?
Shot by Hanmin.
Chunmin. We touch the garage first, boys. I'm gonna try to break garage ship. Go.
भाई DRX ने अब तक एक टाइम आउट भी नहीं लिया है, guess. या एक लिया है, I'm not sure.
DRX spread across the map. Happy with the Cypher utility over at the C site, as it's going to start to be a little bit of scoped action in towards Garage. The Prowler sent in to see if anything is there.
That timing है.
Because String was going for the Garage trip and now thinking to go somewhere else, perhaps.
A जा रही वापस.
What DRX's setup might be.
It's a bit risky though for something. He was hanging around that C site with the smoke permitted.
तब से खेल रहा है भाई हनमिन के साथ. ओ डबल क्लियर के लिए जा रहे हैं. लेकिन अभी जिंग भी आ गया इधर.
As Hyunmin is just breaking heads. Job's done.
4 सेकंड आगाज़ पीछे चले गया, वही तो सबसे पहले था आगे. Crazy 2K भाई.
I don't think we're gonna be able to do too much. Not to mention Mako pushing all the way through now.
This is just the situation as DRX that you don't overcomplicate things and give opportunities to PRX.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna whiff.
Oh, what? Okay. Slight opportunity for Mako.
Maybe 20 seconds to go, and Bane is aware of the possibility of them coming through, but they hear the footsteps in the garage. They want to try and shake Forsaken. Something does get on this B line, but again, I mentioned Bane has to be aware of this.
मैं immortal जाऊंगा इस साइड.
Making from him, gun barrel poked. No way of entry into this B side.
Yeah, it's a tough angle to clear. Multiple angles, that is, as you step through into B site. Comes down to Forsaken, banking everything onto the spike plant inside of the smoke, but that's also where DRX find a bit of timing to go on through.
सुमन भाई ने 10 रुपीस दिया है गूगल पे और लिखा है आज असेंडेंट हो गया. आपको ऑलमोस्ट 3 साल से देखता हूँ. सोचा था फाइनली हो गया. क्या बात है यार सुमन भाई. क्रेज आए ब्रो. इसी बात पे रसमलाई. लव यू. थैंक यू फॉर द 10 रुपीस. पेगासस भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 40 रुपीस. जानना था मेरे स्ट्रीक वाले वीडियो पे AI है क्यों बोला आपने? क्योंकि AI है ब्रो वो. Oh my god.
To come through from something.
Oh my.
Oh, that's rare.
And it's a rare reaction from Alex because it's not desk slamming.
Because AI था वो Pegasus भाई.
अगले वो दीदी लोग से क्या नया सीखा?
But still.
लर्च भाई वो लोग का यार मतलब बात करने का तरीका भाई.
On the C line, we'll see if Hermes is going to
proper हर एक इंसान से सीखना चाहिए.
You got something with the dimensional drift as well. Can draw attention away from the team, or
बात करने का तरीका तो बड़ा खराब है.
Sniff out if there's any opponents. The double swing call dry is ambitious. Don't get me wrong, from DRX, and now they might actually pay the price because of it.
Bang to 11.
You do draw out the runner back, so I guess for some sort of, maybe we could say that they're happy with it because of their scrim results, something like that. But they do opt for Haven in this one, and you're thinking DRX, all right, Corrode, nice choice. And he is just going to drown Jing. That is a lifeline of a round.
We are back!
We are back!
Oh my god, we are back!
managed to swing around the different spots, made it so undetectable.
WGO Dandanadan, Dandanadan, Dandanadan. OGO Dandanadan, OGO Dandanadan.
As well, it is a bit of a lifeline.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Tatikaibu.
You had to dig deep to find that round. It was essentially a buy round, right? The 4
Riyaz bhai, thank you for 28 rupees on Google Pay. Harsh bhai, आपकी latest reel पे मेरा comment पे 200 like है. Unreal Engine. Wow, congrats.
You gotta have to be playing with rounds with potential
Tatikaibu.
swings on Econ as well. Tour de Force is gonna be brought out for
Welcome back.
Marco off.
Yeah, Marco is charged with the Orpit, so we'll see what he can snipe out on the Omen. Opportunities.
अबे जियो फाइबर का और YouTube का कुछ तो है ना क्रॉसिंग है मेरे को लगता है. अंबानी जी है ना कभी कभी भड़क जाते हैं तो है ना सर्वर के साथ कुछ तो है ना लफड़ा कर देते हैं. हाँ चैट मेरे को बताओ बिंग्स भाई का भी लैग हुआ था क्या?
For DRX. And they start to have a bit of mid-round calling that goes their way. Marco is on right potential line with the sniper.
हाँ?
He can find something if he gets a little bit too ambitious.
हाँ हो गया.
Comes down to this 8 hit going through. Perfect timing on the flash.
अरे यार भगा दी भाई. Sunwind डाल के.
Yeah, a lot of trading of utility at the moment, and PRX is going to feel a little bit too pressured here, too hot under the collar. They're going to call an audible to retreat for a minute. Insert Devi. Maybe we'll see.
LHGO नहीं बे बहुत अच्छा है. वो कभी-कभी बस नखरे करता है.
From PaperX and try some different locations. 30 seconds to go. Up the guts of mid towards B, where Hyunmin does have a saturate, but that's all.
Still could potentially be enough. Unfortunately, PRX does anticipate.
Oh my God, कैसे देखा भाई उसने?
Hermes comes through
What a
now with a
smoke!
huge double kill, and that leaves 2 players left.
Khelraay, are they coming back, chat?
Well.
PaperX timeout incoming.
Pretty much unwinnable. Swings through from DRX.
Oh!
And Devi left alone.
Wait.
Trying to gunsling himself out of the situation. He managed to do a
Bro, निकाल लेता ना मजा ही आ जाता.
थोड़ा सा टाइम 10-15 सेकंड देते ना हाथ में.
I do believe that was their elevated smoke, and their Tootsies are seen underneath it by their opponents. So you gotta be very careful with this utility.
क्या सुपर स्ट्राइक है?
लॉजिस्टिक सुपर स्ट्राइक?
नहीं भाई.
भाई वो माउस हर्ष भाई अभी उसका लॉन्च हो गया. हाँ.
अरे हम लोग को तो बोले अभी ये महीना ब्रेक है तुमको.
भाई उसमें रैपिड ट्रिगर है पता है.
अरे लेकिन हमको ब्रेक है अभी क्लर्च भाई.
शिट.
लॉजिटेक.
Flip ups.
यार ये तो गलत टाइम पे ब्रेक बोल दिया.
हाँ ना यार. माउस दे के ब्रेक पे दे चल देते तो ठीक है.
अरे बहुत अच्छा बहुत मतलब सब लोग जो जितने भी स्पोर्ट्स प्लेयर है ना सब लोग बोल रहे हैं बहुत गोटेड माउस है मतलब वूटिंग है जैसे माउस का वूटिंग हो गया वो. समझ रहे हो नई टेक्नोलॉजी. ऐसे तुम घोस्ट को ऑटो में चला सकते हो एक्यूरेटली.
वाओ.
Really pull all the players from DRX all across.
टैप करते हो ना इतना स्मूथली और इतना फास्ट होगा ना कि जो डेड जोन होता है ना टैप टैप के बीच का वो डेड जोन एकदम हट जाएगा.
तो गन का फायर रेट कितना भी हो ऑटो में चलेगी.
नहीं गन के फायर रेट के बीच में अपना ह्यूमन का भी तो ये होता है ना ह्यूमन बफर.
Just setting up the Cypher utility over at A. So they're not going for the full 4-1 stack. They will still send Sir Hermes over towards the C side to look after that one.
इको राउंड है क्या ये पेपर इसका? Wait, मैंने तो देखा भी नहीं मारा कैसा वो.
Devi is certainly magic with the sniper in this round of this map
so
far.
My sentiments exactly.
And you removed Hyunmin as well. He's been the guy that you look to for DRX to put up numbers.
Mako's still around the corner though, and all he needs is one shot. Can't really TP himself out safely though. Paranoia as well. But Shorty and another wall bang. He managed to take down 3.
Yeah, I feel bad for Envy in that scenario too. He didn't get a real chance to play here.
That was horrific.
We'll see if Devi can kind of pull off some magic as well. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen with freeing around the corner. It's just Jing with an opportunity.
क्या तू भी मार रहे ना आप वीप से?
Maybe lurking around for
सेव कर ले बड्डा सेव कर ले.
Another kill.
Yeah, the drone is just going to figure
but
out.
But क्या ही सेव करेगा? Oh, he should get one kill here so that he gets his result.
A site at the moment, try to shut him down. The 1 versus 3 as the Phoenix with the ult gets 1 kill here. Out for PaperX being invested right now as DRX are starting to put their foots in front of the other, and it's not even walking anymore. They're starting to jog. They're getting ready to run. They're really catching up to PaperX the way that they are playing these rounds. And you gotta admit as well, the rotate for DRX to that A side. Right? 4 players put there. Everybody just throwing the kitchen sink at it in utility, having the guns up, going for those trades. It gets scrappy in that fight.
बराबर टाइम आउट भी माउट पे आता हुए में.
Trade game, the battle game at the moment is strong.
Also just recognizing where PaperX might want to end up. We're just fantastic work coming through from DRX.
Right now, hopefully not in the bin. That's the problem, because they are getting shut down a bit on this attacking side, right? You're looking against the ult game, though. You've got them. You are winning in that variety for PaperX at the moment. You've got 4 available.
Come back,
a whiles away, but if you can try and draw out this Armageddon from freeing, make it a wasted opportunity that DRX try to invest in, could be pretty good.
Cover है ना.
Just to try to flood all the way in.
Good stun, good flash, good molly. Oh my god, there is so much happening.
Hot hands coming through just a bit, but still you got the smokes, you got Hyunmin as a secondary layer now coming through. He's able to find another head.
Okay. But ego round ये 11-10 होने वाला है chat.
Re-smoke it off as well, mind you, Hermes.
We got a game.
Gonna need some burn cream at the
We got
moment.
a
So he
game.
didn't overplay his hand in the garage. You got a player advantage for DRX at the moment. As PACIFIC are looking
flash.
to flash out.
अरे रे
overlooking
इसको check ही
Hermes.
नहीं किया.
Slight anti-flash position, and it comes up huge for him. Triple
दबाया अकेला
kill,
बचा.
and the entire round is done.
He really plants his feet in that position, doesn't he? Now it's 1 versus 3 that Defy needs to try and isolate a couple of these fights.
स्ट्रीम इतनी लैग हो गई कि कमबैक आ गया. हां ना भाई.
Just don't give him a 1 versus 1.
मैंने
Don't
कमबैक
give
देखा
him
ही
the way
नहीं.
to
लैग में ही
individually
कमबैक हो गया.
get back into this round, and they don't. They hold it together.
क्या
As
बात
Hermes
है.
finds the 4K,
चलो अभी
DRX
स्ट्रीम वापस चालू हो
double
गई है.
digits. There's no
अभी
timeouts
पेपर
available, remember.
यड़ भगाने वाली है,
It's
जीतने
all
वाली है
up to
राउंड.
the
चलो
players
जीजी
right
लिख दो
now
चैट में.
to figure
जीजी
things
लिख
out
दो.
for
पेपर एक्स विनिंग दिस.
the rest of the map until overtime.
The final few DRX
यूपीआई
players.
चेक करो भाई. यहाँ पे दिखता है ऑन स्क्रीन 10 रुपीस के ऊपर जो भी रहता है ना वो ऑन स्क्रीन दिखता है और मुझे भी दिखता है
We
इधर.
started this second half 8-4.
Yeah, 8-4. 8-4 with PACIFIC getting the pistol in the second. It was 10-4, remember?
जिंका चलो ये राउंड पेपर एक्स का. चलो जी जी. नुस्ते अल्टीमेट है सब पे. नुस्ते अल्टीमेट.
Maximize your potential on getting map point for PACIFIC, on equalizing for DRX, sending in all this utility. All this
Heavy C
towards
यार.
the C site.
C
You
पे
start to scale
कोई
on
नहीं
it.
है.
But are you just trying to force
पूरा
a plan?
retake खेल रहे हैं ये
Are you
लोग.
happy to play 5 versus 5?
Oh, Yunmin का ult है.
Convergent pass, remember, for a retake here.
Yeah, you would think PACIFIC should be anticipating that, hence something, sending the clone all the way through now. A couple of PACIFIC players have
भाई क्या बात है. गैरेज भी ले
So
लिए
fast,
वे.
you have a lot of this utility that you are dropping.
Bro,
into this
they
with DRX
used
now.
2
Look at it all.
ultimates just to clear backside. That's of no use.
On it, though. Look at PACIFIC reinserting themselves back in deep corners. Hyunmin, fortunately, first
No,
point of
they are
contact,
still
will
on
redirect
CT
back, but that
chat.
should be enough information. But then the garage push goes through. The smoke gets set up as well, and instantly already you've got so many DRX players removed from the board. PACIFIC still surrounding the smokes, surrounding the sites. All the exchanges going in their favor with
horrendous round by
crouching
DRX.
down onto the
बनता है.
classic
Difficult to
अरे
prep
माँ.
for.
to bring
क्या
PACIFIC
खेले
up
भाई
to
ये
12.
लोग.
वो लोग ने बैक साइड लेने के लिए अल्ट डाली पर बैक साइड कोई नहीं आया.
For DRX as well, you can't get
पेपर
back
एक्स
in
को वापस
towards
बैक
the
साइड मिल
garage
गया.
with the late alert coming up.
बहुत
Good for
भाई
Defy.
horrendous ults यूज
Very
किए.
difficult for that retake. Very
अगर
one-dimensional.
वेले बैक साइड अल्ट करता और तेजू साइड अल्ट करता भाई.
Until the
Exactly,
PACIFIC threw
bro.
their way around the smokes, trying to navigate it.
और
The
उसके पास
flash is
dash होता
coming out to
निकलने
buy
के लिए
time as
मस्त.
well. It just makes it very spicy
DRX वाले को थोड़ा सा
in that
दिमाग
scenario, and now you've got that final map point for PACIFIC that they've managed to get. 5 opportunities to get into this
DRX
position.
के 2-3 राउंड ना
DRX,
ब्लाइंड किल्स में निकले
they can push this into overtime, right? We've seen a lot of good calls on this defensive side so far. A lot of advantages played nicely. This
क्या
time,
बात.
though,
और
that's
और
not
और
advantage at all.
बिटा दिए ले. एक और आ रहा मेरे भाई.
A little bit too much. PACIFIC this time suddenly slowing down the pace. You just don't really expect it. But thanks to the flash, thanks to Hermes
चमटा दिया ना भाई. जैसा पीछे मुड़ा चमटा दिया.
way to bring things back to even.
And they're going to have to go for the fight at the moment. Hermes to try and take the challenge by his lonesome self. Get facilitated, get set up by Bane. A gap around his own cage at the moment.
Ooh.
Bane somehow finds Forsaken, but the trades start to come on out as well. And you are so bothered. But
What a
you're seeing
shot!
right now-
Oh
that's
my
not
God,
gonna matter
Hyunmin!
If Hyunmin's going to come out with some shots like that,
खुद को blind
now
किया.
it's Jing in 1 versus 2. And he's going to get
Bro.
off foot by Hyunmin. We go the distance on this map of Haven.
Crazy.
PACIFIC's going to be broke in the upcoming rounds. Not doing too well, but all the ways that DRX managed to react in kind.
And it's another scenario as well here, Quack, that PACIFIC find an advantage.
अगर something
They
पटेल ही
find
नहीं
the first
मारता,
kill. But it's some
तो
good
फिर round अलग
decision-making.
होता.
Instant reactions from DRX. They
Wow,
are
boy,
recognizing right
wow.
now they cannot
Tap,
play
tap.
a proper retake in towards this site if plants go down. They cannot play big number battles at the moment. They need to get some of these advantages a bit earlier. Try and catch PACIFIC in transitions. So last round of regulation right now. Jing giving
Chat OT,
priority
GG.
on weaponry with this run it back. The progression smoke to the Sea of Long. This is what I highlighted a little bit earlier, right? You can plow this one down. You can layer yourself throughout the map. You can wait for the util to refresh, and you can dump all of your util in. You can even have Forsaken ult to the back of the C site here as well. This is a set exec.
DRX, though, already rotating all across. TP's been cancelled. Hermes
Oh,
tries to tuck in the
bro,
corner, still
Jing!
unchecked.
Okay.
Hyunmin
Okay,
able
ultimate
to
था वो,
take
ठीक है.
down the run it back.
They're still long.
PACIFIC
They should
have been
rotate
sent
now.
back from whence they came.
And now you kind of question
Dawai stepping up.
DRX, have they rotated back towards
Big
the
kill
other side
nikala
of
na
the map?
Dawai
We
ne.
saw big numbers, but they've got an advantage. There's gaps around, and there's too many gaps around the map at the moment for DRX. So I think that someone's
Abhi GG hai, Chad, abhi GG hai.
It's a sensational shot from Dawai as well. Marco and freeing gone.
Yeah, it's down to Hermes and Bane right now, especially Bane into this spot, but unfortunately he goes down. The heads up duel from Jing. A lot of initiative seized by
Priyansh, तेरा super chat तो कब का पढ़ा भाई मैंने? I mean Google पे तेरा.
Yeah, this is going to be an extremely difficult retake to come in for Hermes and for Hyunmin.
Smoked off again. This is Herming for the swing. He's able to take down the first point of contact, but then PRX starts to suffocate him all around. It's claustrophobic, and PRX blows out
what a diabolical game.
A 13-11 scoreline.
It's real damn close to the end of that one, doesn't it? But really, that was the right decision for the SEA squad.
Does this mean कि DRX का भी हाथ गर्म हुआ है और अगले गेम में वो लोग पॉप ऑफ करेंगे? I don't know.
Overplay your hand.
तो देखो एलेक्स भी वही बोल रहा है, अरे बेशरम लोग इतना क्यों खींचे?
They did in this map. There was an attempted run back from DRX in this one. Do not get me wrong, but the 8-4 half, if it was a little bit better, would we be in overtime? Would we be seeing a different story?
Look at me now. Look at me now.
Questions coming in towards it. It's been a while since we saw.
दवाई पॉप ऑफ किया चैट, दवाई कितना मारा?
They get through narrowly. Does this make us think right now, this is why they haven't opted to go for Haven just yet in Vetos? Have they felt a little bit unco on it? Or were they waiting?
27-13 by Dawai, the goalie. Khelraay.
We'd be thinking to ourselves, oh yeah, why weren't they playing this earlier? The fact that DRX made some really good decisions and made things
like,
really
subscribe
stretch out
new
in this
gang.
map. Credit where credit is due. DRX do good on that.
Discord देखते हैं आजा. Long time no shishi on Discord. Let us go. Let us go. Watch night market in the history. Oh my god. एक 140 से 20 FPS. हाँ हाँ ये क्या सीन है? एशवी स्टारक बेस्ट कंपेयर, ये क्या है भाई? हाँ ये क्या है? AI है भाई, हैज टू बी AI. या फोटोशॉप किया है किसी ने. तो ये देखो ना, ये इसका हाथ अंदर कैसा घुस रहा है? AI है भाई, एडिट किया. फ्रिकिंग इडियट्स. होप जी एंड नेपाल विल विन. अरे जी तो, अरे यार जी के साथ तो शॉर्ट हो गया ना बनता है. उल्टा ब्रिवेस अर्स लूंगा. ओ ये तो देखे मैंने. क्या भी बना रहे हो यार? नाइस सेटअप ब्रो. टीम इंडिया. Ooh. Nice बिल्ला. Plat 380 RR अर्श भाई. ये क्या वापर रहा है तू इसके लिए, डिस्प्ले के लिए ब्रो? What the hell is that display? ये ले हगा से. Nice, thank you for liking. Dash. इधर नॉर्मल स्ट्रीम, इधर मैं, इधर डिस्कॉर्ड. अरे क्या कर रहा है? अच्छा उल्टा लैपटॉप था क्या ये? अबे लेकिन उसका वो किधर है, पैर की आई मीन ये किधर है कीबोर्ड? गूगल से नहीं लिया था भाई. That is this real? वेदांत नो. वेदांत ओए रियल है ब्रदर. शिट बे. किधर इसका सेटअप रे? भाई साहब. Bro is a freaking chatter bro. यार पिला दे मेरे को भी. पाशा गेमर है सब. हाँ भाई वे हगासे इस पर भी असेंडेंट 3 पहुंच गया. तू अभी भी डायमंड है. i5 10 Gen 16 GB रैम इंटेल GPU स्टिल नॉट अ हगासा. ओए बेशरम, मैं डायमंड नहीं हूं अभी, असेंडेंट 1 हूं, समझा ना? नाइस सेटअप. चल निकल. ना नो वे ब्रो, ये तुमने ऐसा बनाया है एक 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 लगा के? अबे यार भाई मैं नहीं हूं इतना, ये मैं नहीं हूं पेशेंट. नहीं मतलब मैं ना अगर ले लूं हाथ में तो मैं कर भी लूंगा, लेकिन मैं ऐसी चीजें हाथ में लूंगा ही नहीं. मैं बोल अबे कौन बना, अबे तू बना के दे दे भाई मेरे को. दे तू बना के दे दे. User SR6PR3 BC50. Thank you so much for the 20 rupees. User SR6PR3 BC50. Thank you so much. Oh my god, bro has 2 good phantoms. Even my smallest sister like your videos, Harsh. Wow, cute. So cute. This is where I spend most of my time. By the way, love from West Bengal. Brother, damn. भाई क्या क्लीन डेस्क रखा है भाई उसने. फिर भी चैट 2 जन बैठते इधर. नहीं भाई ये तो मतलब क्लीन किया है फोटो लेने के लिए, क्योंकि 2 जन अगर यहाँ पे बैठते हैं ना तो वो लोग तबाही करते होंगे भाई. तबाही क्रेजी है भाई साहब. Bro is a musicianist. नाइस. और ये अच्छा होता है क्या यार? ये मेरे को नहीं अच्छा लगता ये. इमेजिन हर फर्स्ट वर्ड्स आर टट्टी एंड शिशी. पापा बोलो पापा. पापा बोलो टट्टी.
champions are the question mark. We can see them now. PACIFIC
Jing going on Phoenix again.
Time around, Jing on that Phoenix once again. Divide, he'll be a little bit gutted. He just got to play. Had so much fun on the chamber. Now he's back on Viper duty.
Yeah, for DRX on this defense, I want to see some.
Thank you for the 40 rupees. I have sent a video inside the flex. Please do check it. 100%, bro. I will check it.
With the underarm KO flash, the fade dog, just some micro aggression, as you always throw my way on the desk, big time. Which is, funnily enough, in the past, something that PACIFIC used to do on a set. They used to play the KO fade, so they understand how it operates on the defensive side, and let's see if they can play around it well enough.
साले ऐसे वर्ड्स अगर बोलेगी ना तो अच्छी बात है as compared to some other words. समझ रहे हो ना बेशरम लोग. That's my first super chat. Bro, I want a Vedal skin.
Big chess match between these two teams right now.
If that's micro and macro aggressions over there, does that mean it's mid aggressions inside the game right now? We're going to get a lot of mid action, right? Not? Or is it going to be something else? I mean, this is map number 2 of this best of 3 RX Derby. Only one will continue.
Thank you, user SR6PR3BC50 for the potty.
It's the same comps that we've seen from both of these sides before, but it's going to be played very differently, you would assume.
Alright boys, DRX का सबसे goated map करोड़.
Pistol round is going to be.
I don't know bro, I don't know.
In this
But DRX ने अपना वो कॉम छोड़ दिया भाई, तो वो बेकार लगता है देखने.
मजा नहीं आ रहा ना. हाँ ना भाई, एक टाइम था भाई जब एक योरू वेले घुसते थे, एनर्जी कीड़ भगा दिए थे.
Was right with the mid aggressions.
वेले घुसती थी, चड्डी उतारती थी और फिर योरू यड़ भगाता था.
Shot from Hermes though, top mid down through the screen.
Yeah, dodging the 0 point over towards B main as
Bruce
well.
Spam में मारा.
So going to scale up towards
Coconut लस्सी, thank you for the 40 rupees. आर्टवर्क चेक करो, करते हैं, सब करते हैं. तुम लोग मैच चालू होने के बाद क्यों बोल रहे हो यार?
For freeing, you don't necessarily want to be staying here individually, so you will retreat a little bit, try and give yourself some better angles and allow this plant to go down. Do have the player advantage as Forsaken gone.
Oh.
Wow. I just continue to peel off. The flash dodge. He's still good.
Oh, he still got one, bro. That's big.
That's still such a big advantage for DRX to work with.
Caster मेरे को copy कर रहा है.
All up for Divide. It's going to off-put Bane for a little bit at the moment, but you're kind of standing pretty around the site for PACIFIC at the moment, expecting more to come out through from spawn.
Just a bit. Working around a lot of the chokes for it now.
Oh, अगर something एक और मारता तो game was on, bro.
Hermes once again, and he walks
भाई मैंने Valo last year जून में start करा है, जुलाई में कॉम्पी and account level 89 है. Valo मेरी first FPS and PC game है. Guess rank. Flat.
For freeing, recognizing that he can just fall on back and try to play numbers with the team. Happy to switch immediately.
Thank you for the $5 stand by. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh my.
Defensive side that PACIFIC go into as opposed to what they had to do against Global. Right, Udotan on that Veto to try and remove a lot of that ability.
got tilted, bro.
As well as things that
Thank you so much for the $5, मेरे भाई.
Battles that DRX are going to do, but also a little bit more coordination.
आर्यन भाई ने 40 रुपए दिया और पूछा है भाई एमोंडिर वैंडल कैसी है, RIB बंडल से ले लूं क्या? अच्छी है ब्रो, काफी चौंकी सी और हैवी फील होती है, तो अच्छा फील तो देती है, बट आई गेस जल्दी तुम बोर हो जाओगे उससे, जो कि हर एक स्किन से होते हो. हमारे ऊपर है.
Rifle rounds where 3 get pinged, you can kind of prod a little bit over on the other side of the map. You can try and toy with the information that your opponents get and try to, you know, make it more misinformation than not. I'm kind of interested to see how PACIFIC want to try to tackle Hermes on this KO and what information they have. If you're trying to bully your way into this A site right now, though, however, Hyunmin is going to be here with freeing.
So that's still the objective for now on the side of PACIFIC at least. Try to break in, try to get the spike down, get as many kills as possible.
Oh, nice.
Start things off with Divine, but still Bane.
Oh भाई Bane ने अच्छा हेल्प किया यार. Bane अगर नहीं मारता तो निकाल लेते. Still a 3v3. And they have 2 good guns and they are double picking CD. Oh my God.
Hermes is just going to sit them all down.
Tankang ने $2 दिया लिखा है. Ascendant 2 right now and Ascendant 3 peak.
हर्ष भाई क्या आप भी Dig Demon हो?
Because that is quite an expensive ultimate as well on 8 points.
क्या हूँ मैं?
Dig Demon.
Yep. I'm a Dig Demon. भाई कर लेना क्लच भाई। ये हर्मिस ने अभी कैसे मारा ऐसा टैप 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 2 जन मरे एक के पीछे एक, वैसे मैंने एक के पीछे एक 3 जन मारे टैप 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 करके और फिर एक 1 टैप। भाई क्या क्लच है, दिखा दो उनको।
बात है भाई।
Unfortunately, ball was always in DRX's half court there. And Hermes does get the slam dunk. Now it is going to be the rifle round present for PRX.
Thank you the $2 Stan bhai.
And all 5 members are going to be grouped outside of a lobby, freeing to just play spot at the moment.
Does have the screen to work with as well.
0 point immediately used
from first buy round on
PRX. A reclear in mid from the Prowler. You start to get a bit of an idea that you want to get some further information for DRX on this comp, however. So start to rotate over towards B. This is an expected play for DRX that they're thinking PaperX are going to end over at that Bravo location, and that's not exactly what's happening.
Yeah, minute mark. At least this is some information for the side of DRX to work around. So all the rotations kind of called across except for Mako. Might be a little bit worrisome. PaperX not going to slow down anytime soon.
Oh my god, he was double flashed. He's still alive. He still gets one. Nah, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my god, Hermes got 2.
Hermes is unstoppable. It's just something left in the round.
Time out.
Can't retrieve the spike. As soon as you peek out, you're going for a fight. Mako could be right behind you as well, so feels completely buried up around elbow right now.
Yeah, something's just barren wasteland right now. Nothing that can be done. Hyunmin's just
out Discord पे करो drag करते 1v1 $500 bet.
Hermes picking up the fragment kill because the shots are looking woeful from PaperX in amongst that one. Great timing bet from Bane, mind you, as well. Some good coordination, tandem plays from the utility coming out from the initiators. Absolutely do love that for DRX. Not even using the null command, having that available where you need, can certainly hinder the affairs of PaperX and going for these either executes or barrel roll affairs into these sites. This is kind of the best start that you want for DRX on this
NS server पे chat NS server पे मेरे को ping कितना आएगा?
But onto this round, a haunt down middle. PaperX kind of toying around with it. DRX continuing to try to retrieve more information with refresh.
300 अरे फिर रहने दो फिर तुम्हारे पास ही $500 तुम्हारे.
And using them on each side, but still trying to have a bit of presence over towards mid at the moment while freeing in a bit of an off angle over towards A.
भाई PaperX ये map one sided आ रही है.
Not too pressured at the moment, knowing that it's the pistols PaperX do have in possession, and just playing extremity control at the moment is the name of the game. This comes down to me, I think the timing in mid that Hermes has to be very careful of if that was tried to be exploited by PaperX, which is not anymore. They tend to A.
Still though, now that
क्या बात है freeing भाई, छैया gameplay.
Wait a second. About the pistols, knowing that's
नहीं लेकिन Hyunmin alive, Hyunmin alive.
Yeah, especially when they're in the hands of PaperX. Suddenly picking up the pace
no
into
way,
sight.
bro. Come on.
Back and through around the toxic screen. Hyunmin able to shut down Divide. Hermes has arrived backside as well. Hyunmin still alive, makes things a little bit more difficult for PaperX, but something hops on over and he'll get the spike down. 10 seconds, the timer gets reset.
Null command in as well, you gotta wait for this one to expire, perhaps. No utility for PaperX to drop into it, and it's not even really go time for DRX, though they off-put them.
क्या timing है ये? भाई हार गए PaperX ये round.
These fights, Hermes, Mako.
जिनके पास Molly है, but वो
should be theirs.
Nah.
Smoke felt a little bit weird, but still enough for them. His stays tucked inside of. They knew where Jing was thanks to the fragment from before as well. Now Forsaken turns straight into the smoke. Unfortunately, the swing out from Hermes gives DRX a 4-0 start.
Such a headache as well for PaperX, because they would have been feeling like they could get that 3 versus 2. So it's the right time to drop that util as DRX to try and maximize chances to pick up a bit of a sloppy start in this round as well. Sharp shots to come through from the pistols. Spike denied as well. You think, alright, this could be good.
हाँ वही. अरे ये भी लो गया ना भाई झिंगा. वो के उसने.
The defuse from coming through in the end. Lawless start so far for DRX. Timeout now invested. We literally are copy paste from the last map. And scoreline start.
इससे अच्छा चीज आ जाती भाई.
In terms of a timeout investment, last map used at the end of round 9. This time, Alex and Wendler calling it super early.
भाई मेरे जैसा कभी नहीं खेल पाएगा भाई 4 सेकंड भाई मैं तुमको बता रहा हूँ. देखो आप जरूर ट्राई कर सकते हो बनने की, लेकिन आप मेरी तरह बन नहीं सकते 4 सेकंड भाई, मैं बता दूं आपको, ठीक है ना? तो अगली बार ट्राई करना ये सब, ठीक है ना? नाइस ट्राई भाई, नाइस ट्राई.
You're not able to get in towards the sights. You're trying to draw out what util you can to make your end game a bit better, but you're still being locked down in near every case. And for this one right now, you would assume you can see a little bit more on the
Toronto
side,
winner, by the way.
Oi,
Power Esports CEO, by the way.
They're not overplaying their hand. They're not overpeaking.
Shit on my down, bro.
They're kind of just going through.
What color is your trophy?
Clearing with information, playing a very large macro.
What color is your
being too risky individually, I think right now is quite crucial for DRX. Especially now that Dane has the Odin. Yeah, this is risky by himself, getting caught in transition to utility. Forsaken a nice frag to open up the affairs for PACIFIC in this round.
To kind of hang back as the smokes all get set up again. Hyunmin will re-peek, unfortunately goes down to Jing as well, freeing. Felt the need to take a little bit more space, though. He wants to go into the corner.
Yeah, it's a little bit slack for DRX in this round. Near every fight so far has been individual.
No way, right?
Freeing, though.
Chat, no way. Okay.
They are clearing it, but at the wrong time. The trade at least is there. And now it's Marco and Hermes again to see if they can make the magic happen.
Flank pe aa rahe do.
Hermes has been on a heater, so perhaps, but still 2v3. Spike gets planted for the side. But Forsaken just holds the angle. It's the tap.
Yeah, that one is a great round. The PACIFIC sorely needed to start things off on the attack again.
हमारी पूर्वजों की ताकत है.
Right? GE, this is the sort of litmus test, I would say, for PACIFIC on this map right now of Khelraay. The 9-3 understandable. I thought the PACIFIC were really going to follow the flat on their own defenses when you consider the sort of double duelist variety of something and Jing. But I was very impressed against that 100 Thieves comp that they were playing it very smart, very disciplined, holding your choke points and not over peaking. So I kind of am expecting that for the defenses of PACIFIC as well. But it really is for me the attacking side for them with this double duelist deployment. How much are you getting away with here? How much space are you finding? This is a good showing for it. Something already in towards the link. It's going to draw a lot of pressure for DRX. They're going to have to start to re-clear quite convincingly. And so far, so good.
Yeah, keeping a manageable distance as well. DRX this time having a secondary player to support Bane, but Mako pushing all the way throughout. Managed to take down
Jay. Finish का ult ना फंसे. What a nice recon, bro. दवाई को भी उधर एक pick मिला, but he's dead. Oh, nice one, something big kill.
To come in and activate.
Crazy.
To come in from something
Crazy recon भाई, round निकाल लिया उसने.
Just a bit of a nail in the coffin at the end as PACIFIC absolutely crunch on that B side at the end. Marco.
मेरे को चिंगम खाने का मन कर रहा है, चैट चिंगम. तो मेरे को चिंगम खिलाओ.
Something going to dispatch of Hyunmin, and that is PACIFIC finding their second round now. Do you still feel okay in DRX's camp, knowing that your economy starts to be questioned, bro. Especially if you lose this round?
हाँ, लेना चाहिए वो चीज़.
Maybe not, right? You really need to.
साला एक टाइम पे जब फिडजेट स्पिनर आया था तब रियल लाइफ में फिडजेट स्पिनर लेने के लिए पैसे नहीं थे ब्रो. आज गेम में फिडजेट स्पिनर लेने की बातें चल रही है.
Bane, Odin Abuser, not going to be present in this round anymore. Instead, Envy's going to be trying to lap that one up.
महंगा भी आता था.
Something not able to get away with the same.
200 का आता था भाई पहले जब आया.
Last round in a very all in affair towards mid for the get-go for DRX. The pit for freeing at B. The rest of the 4 members in amongst mid
मैंने तो वो अलीबाबा से खरीदा था पता है.
So the gaps around the map at the moment for PACIFIC, they can
वो टाइम चलता था.
A straight shot in towards the A site. They're able to figure this one out. One away from their own Viper's pit for Divide as well. Could be quite good in a post-plant scenario.
Would be a massive, massive kill, but look at DRX.
It's very proactive space gathering information for them. This is going to be a super early flank that PACIFIC need to be aware of.
जैसा टैप करेगा वैसा ult करेगा घुसेगा क्या?
Flipping the A site at the moment and taking more space.
They know no one is elbow.
Because they don't see anything through Link. You have to assume that there's going to be a mass flank potential here, and they don't go for any further control.
Oh, bro, double check. अबे single check के लिए जा रहा है 4 सेकंड. एक मारेगा.
Oh, and that just might be enough as well. Pop flash through from Hermes, but it's not quite enough. Mako has to be the one to take him down.
He did more than enough, bro.
Continuing to hold the angle. Mako freeing, I should say, actually waiting for a slight timing to peek on through. Manages to take down Defy. That's now a weapon retrievable. Still though, the spike continues to tick. And Free continues to peek. He finds another! Triple kill in the round, and it's all down to Envy to try to hold it off. The snake fight. Is it enough time? I should think so, just for freeing to stick the defuse down to the very end. DRX up to 5.
0-0.29. What a trade to come on through. And what
freeing
the right timing with the classic for the bait in towards the link play, the judge and the gun upgrade, catching Jing. It looks like from our third-person POV on that one that he had a sensational flick. That's a great adjustment on towards something. And then the trade at the end, that is a great round to bring some stability for DRX now in this match. It's not even the greatest amounts though, as Hermes does have a stinger.
Let's go. Flashing. Go. Flashing now. Slow. Okay, let's go, Red Boy. Okay, powder free, guys.
Oh, Defy falling in mid by his lonesome self, trying to find the timing of
I'll do something. Okay,
it's not going to come out. Good 0 point. And
shit, they are cooked.
Gonna stall the
now they fall back. Okay, good call.
So you have lost a lot of space around this map. You have
lost
link
le rahe kya matlab piche aa rahe
trying to play ramp in towards the A site. The wind has been taken out of your sails and you need to look to a different direction right now. Forsaken, if you can dispatch of Bane, it's a good avenue at least.
Ye sabse badi fight hai. Nahi.
Wrong timing. The wrong way.
He won't expect anyone mid. Oh, now he can. Okay, nice.
At least Envy will become will be here to pick up
Mako B side TP kar gaya.
3v4.
Oh, they're going back A.
Gunmen with potential convergent paths.
Yeah, you just switch to a retake here if you need to as DRX as well, right?
Abhi lekin Union ka ult hai.
You can be quite happy to wait for the rest of your team as long as you don't overcommit to a mass fight here, because you are the only soldier at this A site. It is a 1 versus 3. The PRX start to make some noise known. Now the plant
ult kar raha,
it's going to be an early scenario for
kya flash hai, badhiya.
It's actually not
nice Moolia as well.
Upon ultimate
sweet,
for DRX
sweet.
Here.
Chuma.
Draw some utility from PRX though. Maybe some crucial
Envy ka wo bhi hai. Seize. Wow, he just pushed up, bro.
To continue to pressure against DRX, prevent them from getting into position.
Oh wow, Envy ne kya position.
Still though, the shots through the blaze wall catches Envy, and now Jing goes down. It's just something left, and unfortunately the shot's not cool.
No time, nice, well played.
He needs to back up, needs to find safe space. Still
yup.
Shots at the end.
Something is back in the server.
A Red Bull clutch for something up in round number 8.
Position hai bata.
Duelist that we were waiting for something to be present in 2026.
Beautiful,
2025, something from PRX. Coming out with the goods in that round for the 1 versus 3. After the team loses initial space, initial gameplay.
3K kiya tha usne na, tap.
G2 के against
Jing at the end there as well to try and play anti-flash.
वो भी dying game round में. Bro, shit, क्या वो गया है ना?
Trying to play
heavy
the brain power at it, but really it's the aim power that gets the job done. 5 versus 3, DRX still in the lead, but reset in this round, just the pistols to see what they're going to be able to provide.
वो भी 1v3 था.
It is a bit pacier from PRX now into this A side.
नहीं वो 4K निकाला था उसने पता
है?
याद है अच्छे से भाई.
Possibly, if not, but still, so far so good.
Yeah, next I wouldn't mind seeing Envy go for a bit of a fight, same as Jing, get a bit closer towards your ultimates for the next round where the guns will be back for DRX.
अरे भाई जब फिडजेट स्पिनर ट्रेंड में था तब तुम कितने साल के थे?
8-9th में था I guess.
So we get a couple of kills for themselves as well. Hermes 3 points away from his ultimate. 15 साल के through into the smokes. Jing will get the first. Couple more. And now he's gotten his ultimate.
तब तुम कितने के थे? 12 साल के.
Have a great stack of ults for PRX coming in towards round number 10 right now. Not really present there for DRX.
भाई
start to need to...
एक रील देखी और याद आया कि माँ कसम अपने को सही में पहले हम लोग को है ना 3rd तक पेंसिल से लिखना पड़ता था नोटबुक में, थर्ड के बाद पेन। तो भाई वो पेंसिल से पेन पे जब शिफ्ट हुए थे तब जो खुशी हुई थी उसके ऊपर रील थी भाई।
हाँ वो बच्चा डांस कर रहा होता, जेल पेन से लिखना है वो वाला ना।
ब्रो मतलब रियलाइज हुआ कि साला सही में यार, तभी वो क्या खुश थे भाई तभी अपन
ना। मैं तो गोल्डन ट्राइमैक्स खरीदा था ना उसके लिए ही। अभी पेन चालू हुआ हमारे उधर 5th से चालू होता था।
मैंने ट्राइमैक्स अभी खरीदा नहीं भाई, मैंने हमेशा वहां पर है दोस्तों का
भाई, और चोरी हो जाती थी भाई मेरी ट्राइमैक्स हर बार।
अच्छा कोई बात नहीं, तुम दूसरी लेते रहोगे ना फिर।
नहीं फिर छोड़ दिया ब्रो, फिर रेनॉल्ड्स की लेने लग गया 10 रुपए वाली। भाई पर शौक था भाई पेन का, पता है, अच्छी पेन लेने का।
हमारा अच्छा पेन लेने का मकसद एक ही था, पेन फाइट खेलना है।
हाँ उसके लिए लेते थे ब्रो, एक लाइट वाली एरोडायनेमिक शेप वाली।
नहीं सेलो की रहती थी ना, सेलो की उसमें ग्रिप रहता था ब्रो। तो ना हम लोग एक कस्टम पेन बनाते थे, ग्रिप्स निकाल के ना एक पेन में घुसा देते थे। हाँ ये फाइनल बॉस आ गया।
You know, at times what the versatility will look like for Envy specifically with this squad, because it is a much different role for him on this.
Oh, फ्लेयर की पेन आती थी जिसका शेप बहुत मस्त था।
Otherwise, we'll go back into a buy from DRX, trying to hang all the way back as Mako, allowing PRX to come in and set up.
भाई ऊपर पहुंच गए है ना 4 सेकंड, मानता ही नहीं।
They do so convincingly for the 5 versus 5. The ultimate's invested in a deeper pit now as well. That is just going to put you, or is it Mako catching for second?
भाई क्रेजी मूवमेंट्स किया है ना माको ने, बंदर माफी आके बैठ गया। अरे जी,
but of course it's just going to be Jing, quick to respond.
He's still got another curveball to throw in as well if he needs.
Still though,
भाई शूट करने लग जाते ना पेपर एक्स वाले।
up towards heaven, being taken by a couple of DRX players. Couple of kills going through. PRX still trying to be extremely cautious. Divine will shut down. Just a bit more short than the Phantom.
Bundar gameplay.
Yeah, Divine is a shark in the waters in that moment. You cannot get into the pit, but also you just don't feel like you've got an exit strategy as DRX there. You can't retreat back to your own spawn. You can't drop into the site. There's just no way that you're getting back into that round, unfortunately, with a great smack in the come out from Jing. Some good patience in the post plant as well for PRX. They tie things up now 5 apiece. We've got a little bit more depth from them on this attacker's side. But is it going to be something of a tight scoreline? Or who will go 5-7? One might think, no, don't. One might think it's going to be PRX as it's just the pistols yet again for DRX. Remember, they started off with a 4-0. You'd think that that was a good start, a great start to be able to really...
यार इसका इको आ गया।
This defensive side easily.
Ooh, Mako almost connected that, bro.
Online all the way into the site. Bane has to rely on his mechanics to try to find at least somewhat of an advantage, but he gets completely blinded into the site as well. Do have Hyunmin up around the corner though, but look at Jing.
Yeah.
How relentless is this?
I mean, it's 2 maps in a row that he can just play the Phoenix, right?
Hagla.
Those shots don't look too good.
Hagla.
He'll find
और नजर लगा उसको।
well, so he will pick up the pit. He would have picked up the pit regardless.
सिर्फ बोले जा रहे भाई, सिर्फ बोले जा रहे, थम जाओ यार।
Picking up the kill, picking up the gun. It'll back you up a little bit better in towards the next round.
Chat 7-5 या 6 all.
Okay.
7-5 या 6 all, come on.
Got a lot of power in going for the hunt. Doesn't really matter if he tried to as well. They just removed the gun, which is not the worst.
I feel 7-5.
Code compared to where freeing is. So PRX, they will take the lead
अगला
now
round
on
alt
this
scuff
second
नहीं
map
7-5
of Khelraay. So move into the last round of the half.
We can kind of think towards the more key ultimates. I mean, Bane close to his Nightfall. Envy has his. Jing a couple of points away from running back as well.
It does definitely feel like the direction has shifted in this map, though, over towards PRX, finding an early advantages and kind of being too overbearing going in towards these sites as well, then being very passive and patient in these post plants. The mid explorations from DRX and these extremity plays that they're doing as well are no longer feeling comfortable, you'd assume. So I kind of wish that DRX would do something a little bit more decisive as a barrier drop call. The pit over towards the B choke yet again. Okay, you just assume not too challenged.
Ooh, nice
I'm
side.
going to send in a bunch of utility to try and find him. Nightfall and Blaze, for example.
Good slow. Oi, oi, oi.
To it. Look at this. A secondary squad into a link and 2 players from DRX taken down. Forsaken still tucked into held. Hermes wants to go in for it, wants to take a bit more space for DRX, but it's difficult despite the null command being popped.
Bane और peek करता मार देता यार एक और को 7-5 हो गया.
And goes even further as well. You got the smokes up, you got more flashes, but a bit of a self-find.
W flash.
Forsaken play off contact into it, and now it's Mako's turn. 1v3, he's already taken down the first. Huge paranoia sent into the right angles, right directions, but Jin just hops over with a shorty anyways. It's a 7-5 at the end first half for PACIFIC.
That's a great round to dissect for PACIFIC as well, to be honest with you. With the pit going down at the B main choke point, they send in the Nightfall and the Blaze, but it's all a ruse to get Forsaken to TP behind the opponents when they're deafened and pressured out of the pit. Freeing stuck in that moment in time has to be, you know, told by the team, essentially, has to be very situationally aware that that TP can come behind him and be pushed out of his pit. He gets crunched upon from multiple angles, and that's the entryway for PACIFIC to get into the B site, where again, they're already showing, you know, just very big smiles and being able to close down that side as well and hold it and protect the
I hope.
So really well done for PACIFIC.
DRX wins the pistol round.
Bully action
and
onto
फिर
that
वो
B
close
side.
game जाएगा एक. I feel. DRX का भी अटैक है, but ये मैप साला डिफेंस मैप है थोड़ा सा. क्या लगता है तुम लोगों को चैट?
Down to the 5-7 where
क्लच भाई डिफेंस होगा या अटैकिंग? ये डिफेंसिव मैप है या अटैकिंग मैप है?
अटैकिंग मैप है.
Is elimination at stake.
मैप अटैकिंग है, पर टीम कॉम्प होना चाहिए.
How many times VCT PACIFIC won Masters? 3 times, bro.
तो
Is that even a question? Bro, just answer. ओए मेरे भाई आंसर कर दे.
In this series as well in Khelraay.
ये पोज मार रहा है, इसको पता नहीं आंसर. Oh, come on, bro. He's saying 0.
उसको सुपर लाइट डेक्स 2 लेना है, उसको कोड चाहिए.
कोड नहीं है हमारे पास.
कोड नहीं है.
और भाई अभी तो हमको ब्रेक पे डाल दिया है.
तो अभी रेजर खरीद लो.
ओए ऐसे नहीं होता.
A 10-2.
हम लॉयल है.
That's what kept them here.
दिखता है.
ओए नहीं बा, अभी तो ब्रेक पे फिर भी मैं बोलता हूँ ये गोटेड माउस है भाई जो यूज कर रहा हूँ.
Yeah, on this attacking side as well, remember, it's the solo duelist in the Waylay with double E-Nit. So we're looking for a lot of ideas, a lot of prodding, a lot of toing and froing, some smart, level-headed decision-making for them right now.
PACIFIC, though, down to the minute mark, something begins to make his move.
On first attacking round.
See what Forsaken feels on the back of this A site, though. Is the toxic screen going to permit a bit of a waltz in for DRX?
क्या कर रही DRX? इधर जाए उधर जाए कर रही है वे. जो स्पॉट हुआ उसके ऊपर चढ़ गए ना भाई.
Yeah, remember, it is only Forsaken currently over towards the spawn side of things, so he is just going to fall back. Echo out a couple of shots as we move into the 5 versus 5 that we know PACIFIC loved over on Haven.
At least Forsaken has held on to the paranoia as well. So
5v5 retake.
Possible ways to get back into the site. Possible ways for DRX to prevent that from coming through. Swings from Hyunmin, but also a shot taken. Eaten. Still though, a tough little cross.
What a
especially with the
recon.
hunt coming through. Forsaken trying to dig himself deep, but completely surrounded all across elbow. He sets up another smoke, but it's Hermes. The round ender onto the Sheriff. It's a nice little scoreline, 6 and 7.
I hate it. Put it in the bin. But for the pistols in this one, DRX will be finding both. So to keep a way back in towards this map, very needed in my mind. Oh, the timing on that 0 point as well, mind you, from Hermes. It actually kind of upsets
Recon अच्छा था भाई, recon अच्छा.
Paranoia from Forsaken would have been really good to layer on in for the team to focus on elbow before getting on towards the site, right? So the fact that
6-7 curse.
It's actually quite superb for DRX. Now they'll move into the eco-fragging rounds. Hyunmin given the outlaw to go and hunt for them. They are playing for the 2 pistols as well, so they'll have a couple of better upgrades in the next round to really take the fight against PACIFIC if they hold on to all the other guns in this one as well. Make things very interesting. Round number 15.
Really get to see them exercise that macro control.
लॉजिटी की बात रहने दे, तू रेड गियर और रेजर पे भी लॉयल नहीं था। ओए कुछ भी यार भाई, जिनके साथ में था उनके साथ सबके साथ लॉयल था भाई। मैं जिनके साथ रहा हूँ उनके ही प्रोडक्ट्स यूज किया हूँ एवरी टाइम।
Now you're going to get the plant down. PACIFIC are going to be ready for a bit of a two-man flank. And that's all they're going to have as something gets felled.
Freeing on the flank watch. Has a Phantom as well, so this should be his 0-point continuous.
सबके साथ लॉयल नहीं हो सकते। अबे जब तक वो लॉयल तब तक मैं लॉयल।
You always got to be careful about peeking into this as well. Do you think that Hyunmin might be on the other side of this one, watching for the eco frags? You've been very patient. Now you're going to be rewarded. You're going to lock them in, contain them in this one, and find some extra damage as well.
जिनके फ्लैश में ना कम से कम 5 बार मरा
होगा। The Phantom to be picked up in the Outlaw as well instead of the Guardian. So there's going to be some weaponry for DRX
Unique Wawa, thank you for the sponsor.
to try and take a challenge in this next round, but not as much as they
कौन सा माउस
were
अच्छा है?
expecting.
अब तक मैंने जितने माउस यूज किए ना भाई, मेरे को ये माउस गोटेड लगता है। सुपर लाइट डेक्स 2 क्योंकि इसका शेप है ना अलता वलता है।
Despite losing players, it's minimal losses, but for PACIFIC at the same time,
इसका कलर मेरे को पसंद है।
See what the buy does look like as well, because with that outlaw going into the next round, you got to be careful. You got to be aware as PACIFIC with your shields. Forsaken susceptible. See how he's going to take a couple of these fights.
3-man mid.
Only Omen holding though. I'm gonna go above.
Wow. I can just see over in the coach comms as well.
It's okay, smoke.
Just in this round, Alex getting a little bit frazzled. So I wonder what he's taken away from the beginning stages and the comms from this defensive call for PACIFIC.
Kind of looks like they bit on
3-man B खेल रहे बे।
Again, this round is very doable for DRX.
Okay, nice. Good info peek.
As well, you start to scale up. If you want to get in towards the elbow.
B re-clear करना चाहिए। Okay, nice. Recon से re-clear हुआ है, but I guess DRX अब B पे जाएगी।
Picture for DRX.
Yeah.
Who do you leave where? Are you trying to insert someone on this attacking side? Looks like we're leaving Hyunmin to his own. Well, sorry, Bane to his own devices over at the A site. So maybe he will be trying to draw attention over there, make the B side a bit easier for the team to get in.
They've also
paid A fake करके भी ये लोग भी जा रहे हैं।
From PACIFIC's side, Forsaken smokes are being spent in towards.
Okay, PACIFIC read तो अच्छा कर रही है, that's good.
And this fake that he's trying to sell is not being read by PACIFIC at the moment. They are rotating the right members to this B site, putting something in towards mid, and he doesn't have to move from this position. Sub 30 seconds to go. DRX go into B.
Good molly.
Starting to move.
ओए backside आ गया बंदा है।
Then it comes down to the entry from Hyunmin on the side. He takes out 2. Davai off the top of heaven, trying to spot out even more players. He takes out the spike carrier. 10 seconds. DRX, they've got the go. They've got the pick up and plant it down just quick.
प्लांट के लिए खेलता तो
यार। It's also time for something to try to creep through. Still has to saturate as well. Worries about the top of heaven. Shoulder gets spotted by Hyunmin. Who now picks up the hat trick. Mako to end it. DRX take the lead.
को है ना calm down खेलना चाहिए था मालूम।
They are not going to be happy with how that one was played
थोड़ा baby calm down खेलता ना वो उसका जिगली एम हो गया ना तो उधर शॉट हो गया।
At the moment, not exactly happy with the defenses on that one, and yes, something will take out Bane in that rotation.
कंट्रोल के लिए ना
but you lost the way you needed to hold yourselves on that B side. Some good utility, blinding.
क्या
समझ रहे हो?
क्या?
बहुत ही वोरेशियस एपेटाइट है मैप कंट्रोल के लिए।
अच्छा।
Those kills, get that space on this single duelist line and play that post, play the protector of the spike, take the further space.
भाई रीड तो अच्छा था अभी PACIFIC का, लेकिन वो यूनमिन अच्छा मारा ब्रो, यूनमिन अच्छा मारा।
Really expecting for DRX.
अगर समथिंग पे डैश होता राउंड निकाल देते पता है।
वो तो अंधा हो गया, वो कैसा राउंड निकालेगा?
नहीं डैश होता तो घुस जाता ना प्लांटर पे, टाइम थोड़ी था। 4 सेकंड ही तो था जब प्लांट करने बैठा।
डिलीशियस, वोरेशियस, वोरेशियस, वोरेक्यूस, वोरेशियस होता है, ब्यूरेशियस नहीं।
Coming through for the upcoming rounds. Otherwise, DRX continuing with the same pace, same style, might be worrisome.
Disposable.
Goes on.
Harvard English
for now, though.
Yep, and Hyunmin, I mean, he's still got this outlaw. It's the right weapon for this position, but He already has the ult. He already has the convergent pass. It's just kills at the end of the day. Pad them stats.
Stats, rounds, all the big numbers. Just to try to send us to a map 3 in this elimination series between the two big RX teams. Spots out just a bit.
Nothing DRX को 2 राउंड का लीड मिल जाएगा.
Informing though.
Waltz down mid for PACIFIC now. Just the pistols, got to take some cheesy angles, some cheeky fights. And DRX are just not going to give it to them at the moment.
Back in a flash.
Getting a bit closer towards some of these ults for DRX as well. If you can cycle them online for the next gun round or two, can certainly be a way that you can tick some boxes to try and close this map. Seeing nothing in mid though, PACIFIC. Gonna waltz over towards this B site now, and it is the right call.
Nothing in A as well.
Wow.
But unfortunately, even into the corners,
Chappy, एक और
able to react in time.
क्या बात है?
It's Envy and Jingo. Not too bad. Still continuing to swing, trying to catch him on the choke. PACIFIC starts to get choked out as well. Freeing, reasserting himself into the site. Just something around the corner.
ये साला इतना सब ग्राफिक चलते रहता है ना कि भाई उसका ये मिल गया बेचारे का.
But also taking losses.
I mean, they had enough money, right? It's a 4-0 start.
Voracious round भाई ये वाला भी.
On the half.
So
the cash isn't too bad. They have enough to splash in the next couple of rounds as well. The onus is really on PACIFIC to mount some defense.
हाँ कोई तो बोला भी chat में आ गया. दोस्तों आ गया क्या?
When you've got the waylays on this map,
Nocturnum और Amondir आया शायद.
Generally the same.
भाई क्या util डाले ये लोग गेम इन पे?
From PACIFIC, I believe it was against
एक गोला आता है भाई. एक गोला मार.
The site. We saw that earlier on for Hyunmin too. So having the adaptability to change that.
बाय राउंड है PACIFIC का. क्या यहाँ पे? PACIFIC कमबैक करेगी या GG है?
In my mind. This round, you still got access to that convergent pass, which you would assume can make things a little bit easier to get into this B side, especially if you're going for your practice set executes in a round such as this.
In DRX
Bro, ये लोग B spam कर रहे हैं.
This time pass closer towards the link area.
Good
but at the same
seize.
time, PACIFIC continue to just flood back in.
Nice
the running
volleys.
back, Jing onto the rifle. Spams into the choke. The snake bite.
ये इधर कैसे आ गया बे?
As well. DRX.
अच्छा वो डबल टीपी करके आ गया.
Licking their wounds.
सुना नहीं क्या किसी ने? Bro, किसी ने सुना नहीं है इसको.
Marco has snuck in here.
Nah, no way, bro.
Yeah, the middle of Haven, for example, loves TPing into that B site, and no one is just wise here. How much can he get away with? 1, 2. He knows where Devai is as well. This is a 5 versus 3. I talked about it earlier when PACIFIC are in the 5 versus 3s and it gets pulled away from them. So for something to find that kill onto Hyunmin to make it an equal state, PACIFIC are looking to save face in this round.
Light speeds through. Forsaken still has his flash ready as well. Sets up the smoke to block off Heaven, but really want to watch out for the back of elbow, and that's where Mako is.
Oh, nice Forsaken!
Able to find the ready exchange.
क्या बात है? क्या बात है भाई? मार रही है भाई DRX. आज बराबरी कर रही है.
And the money.
It is a good gameplay today.
Problematic for PACIFIC as well, with just the one surviving. So they get through that round. They have to challenge massively again against what DRX has been able to save and survive with. You can see a result in the form of the shields coming into this next round. I wouldn't have minded seeing an adjustment from DRX on that execute as well when you're lobbing all this fade util into second layer of the C's over.
भाई 4 second खुद ही ये सब करता है और वो expect नहीं किए वो लोग.
Track in towards any link players. That was the execute that we saw the other day on this map that I really liked. That slight little change up of where that C is placed.
से एक राउंड निकला नहीं बैठ खड़े हो जाता है.
Good work. DRX
भाई यूनमिन मचा रहा है.
That one a mighty fight to try and bring it back.
थर्ड मैप तो जाना चाहिए भाई, ये डू और डाई गेम है DRX के लिए.
Possibly a fight ensuing soon enough as well. PACIFIC though.
If there was any player who wanted to drop first free of charge, it would be Hyunmin.
Still don't want to count the rest out.
Oh, Forsaken might get caught.
Just playing close to it. Unfortunately, Jing will have to take the fall.
Yep. Caught sleeping a little bit there. Forsaken does get the trade. In amongst the smoke realm, gets another one onto Bane as well. This one is starting to crumble a little bit at the moment for DRX. Just Hermes.
Chichi.
He's locked in.
Chichi.
Wanting to go for the spike, but the shot's not quite connecting for Forsaken.
This is doable. Envy is really low.
Imagine Hermes
an ult if he wants
winning
to use
this.
It would technically reveal his position on the pulses. Dodge the Nightfall as well. He finds the timing onto Devi. This is so winnable for the new recruit to DRX.
Bro, are you serious? I can't see this.
Chop around the corners. Low HP as well.
और उसके पास एक guardian है सिर्फ भाई.
Waits for the right opportune timing. What's this Envy gonna do? The haunt sent, positions revealed, the 0 point coming through as well. He still can't get onto the spike. Taps onto it though. And all Hermes needs is one shot. Maybe not even, just waiting out the time. Envy can't get it halfway. Gets the kill at the end, but does he have it? I don't think so.
No.
10-8.
That is such sensational
Bro,
work.
kya round
It's a bit
tha
sweet at the end that he
ye?
doesn't get the kill for the 4K there. But what a great Red Bull clutch to come through from him.
Round, bro.
Finding the right angles, the right timing, and the shots to come out from the Guardian. Mate, I think that gun is absolutely gorgeous for him, by the way. He has just done such destruction on that gun. He plays the end perfectly as well with the fragile timing that Envy cannot stick in towards that one for. Or rather, it was I thought it was a Guardian.
But he has
done it. Lost in the mix. It was Envy, the one with the Guardian. Anyways, it doesn't matter at the end. Hermes comes out with a mighty clutch.
एक mistake नहीं कर सकते ना.
That might be the straw that breaks the camel's back in this one as
अबे eco
well.
round है अभी 11-8 होगा.
Yet again for PRX, it might be 11 at DRX, and I look towards some win.
They should stop watching your reels.
They have a lot of ultimates that you kind of almost just hope that they hold on for that next round.
At the same time, PaperX continuing to feel the need to investigate. Might just be walking into crosshairs or setting up crosshairs of their own.
Shot, okay.
Possible
Shorty.
Forsaken into the smoke with a shorty though.
Okay, Hyunmin 1 HP
down, but not before dragging Hyunmin through the mud. Convergent pass.
ये kill निकलता तो game on था. अबे ult कर दिया अभी ये.
Starts to become a bit of an expensive round for DRX. If they can dislodge freeing, that's going to be great as well.
दो guns.
Weapons that they can
Something ult है लेकिन ये KO ult चल रहा है. I guess they'll wait till that.
Upgrades that could mean so much for PaperX right now to keep themselves in the
ult
map.
हो गया है KO लेकिन वो क्या कोने में position लिया है.
Hyunmin not allowing for any of that nonsense to happen. Holds the angle, outlaw in hand. Flashes through. It's fully expected. DRX just managed to tuck away from it.
What?
Hunts gets sent back as well. And now PaperX starts to feel the heat. Onto the spike, he sticks it. Jing, it's something. He turns back around. Lo and behold, Hermes has flipped all the way through.
His eyes are on the prize in that round at the moment, Hermes. He doesn't care about the kills.
साला
He cares
भाई वो
about the
पहले
round.
Phoenix को ही उड़ाया बे.
Gets down and dirty
भाई
into
मॉली
the
में
fight
अगर
at the
Hyunmin
back of
मरता
that
ना
vault
round था
reveal.
ये.
And he catches something in transition,
Goody go,
trying
goody
to
go.
play for the time where the spike is already half deep.
Smith भाई thank you for the 10 rupees. हर जिंग से सीख ले फिनिक्स कैसे खेलते हैं शायद से Ascendant 2 चले जाएगा. ओए अगर जिंग मेरे से सीख के ये गेम खेलता ना फिनिक्स
costly as I say from the
शायद अब तक गेम GG हो गया रहता.
What wasn't in my mind was the convergent pass from something thrown over to the elbow.
I don't need to learn.
And they don't
learn need to me.
immediately try to aggro behind it. This time though, they change things up, going for the A main space. Might even lose it to freeing.
Especially with the way that he's able to swing all the way through. Unfortunately though, gets caught and it's Hyunmin who goes down.
And they'll see that there's some extra bodies here. Something gets the kill. They saw Forsaken's TP. They see that Jing gets the orb as well. You know it's a stacked side on A. It incentivizes you as DRX to flip the map over to B perhaps, but you've already got that micro-rotation from Envy. That is a very ambitious mid-peak from something. Not needed in my mind.
And it doesn't pay
Horrendous.
Either, so back to a slight
That was the
reset.
biggest horrendous
now,
peak.
Because of that as well, you know he's going for it to see if they're there, to see if they
Double
might
peak
already
on
be
main.
up towards the guts
Ah,
of mid.
nah,
They go
bro,
patient
get the
DRX,
trade, come
and Marco
on,
capitalizes.
GG.
You lost
We going
map
third
control
map, breeze,
as PaperX.
baby.
You had to go and find something. And
Bro,
you find
imagine
death.
DRX winning.
Now Forsaken and Jing for a 2 versus 4. They are here early.
Welcome to my world.
Perhaps a slight opportunity. Nope, not anymore. Not with the pit coming in.
Yeah, the flank for Jing. It was just Forsaken that was here early because he uses From the Shadows to get over very quick. But you've already got this flank, this rotation expected being held by Mr. Marco.
Just continuing to try to cut off the
double swing
reinforcements.
कर रहे
It's just
गंदा.
Forsaken now. Might have slipped through, but look at all the spam.
Position अच्छा था भाई उसका.
Fire. It's down to Mako for the quad kill at the end of the round for DRX to get up to map point.
Yeah, good work, sir. Well done, Mako there. Some great patience in the way that he collects those kills over at B, knowing that when they find something in towards mid, PACIFIC are going to have to try and find some space elsewhere around the map. He catches them lacking. It's very different now for PRX, where we see in that previous series against GE, as I mentioned earlier, right, showing a lot of discipline on that defensive side, holding the choke points and not over-peaking. This time they fall back in towards something that we've seen be problematic for them a lot during this kickoff.
What the hell, indeed.
Risks not needing to be seen. No reward either. 4 map points now that PRX have to try and come back with. DRX have put themselves in a great position right now on their map pick.
Perfectly poised to send us to a third.
एक दिन में अगर एक ही गेम है तो 3 मैप तो जाना चाहिए at least यार.
And in place.
True that.
PRX
बहुत ही जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा.
Oh no, but look at Hyunmin.
He has purchased the perfect weapon for this situation. Every single person on PRX's side had
Bichara.
It's regen or it's light.
The judges makes me quite nervous, Komodo.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about a great judge character though in this round for Hyunmin. Gets the outlaw kill, gets the orb, has convergent paths, and with a lot of time still on this clock for DRX, they have their choice on where they want to end. And most likely still will be towards A, perhaps in a split.
I guess we'll go split
they want to go towards a B position where Mako can TP over a little bit later on. That's not how you want to throw curveballs, unfortunately for Jing. So to A we do go.
It's like fake flash as well to try to keep Jing invested, but still.
अभी इसका अल्ट भी है ह्यूनमिन का. भाई ये ह्यूनमिन क्या खेला है ये गेम में.
Sets up the blaze wall to try to slow things down.
What ult! Everyone slowed.
With the convergent pass anyway, it's forsaken onto the judge. Unbeknownst to him though, it's a pincer maneuver all the way from the other side.
अगर ये kill निकलता तो round था bro.
Plant their flag
Shit
onto the side.
Jijai.
He's got a Guardian, couple of players low HP, sure, but this is so much work to do. Not quite possible.
DRX को
And we're going to hold on to our seats because DRX says no, please.
Breeze PRX हार रही है. DRX is winning this shit, bro.
Bro, but क्या जर्सी है DRX का?
Yep.
हाँ?
But Clutch भाई.
बार्सिलोना ऐसा? हाँ?
PRX is losing this shit, bro.
PRX is losing? ना. भाई मैं बताऊँ एक चीज. बहुत PRX ने बहुत ब्रीज खेल लिया भाई. बहुत ब्रीज खेल लिया भाई PRX ने.
और वैसे भी DRX का तो ये स्ट्रॉन्ग मैप था वैसे. बहुत ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग मैप है.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's just see what happens.
ब्रीज देखते हैं लास्ट. भाई ये लोग ने फुल सेंस जीटा डिवीजन के अगेंस्ट
आ गया वापस यही. अरे बेशर्म ब्रो, ये क्या सेटअप है लेकिन.
सिर्फ फुल सेंस के अगेंस्ट खेला है. ओ तो DRX ने एक बार ही ब्रीज खेला है बस.
किसके अगेंस्ट?
फुल सेंस के अगेंस्ट.
ओ. और स्कोर?
नहीं जीती थी.
ये क्या दिखा रहा है? क्या दिखा रहा है ये? हैं? Technically yes, practically no.
हर्ष भाई.
Are you working? अच्छा. हाँ.
PRX तो G से भी हार गई थी ब्रीज.
मैं वही तो बोल रहा हूँ भाई.
T1 से भी हार गई थी ब्रीज.
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ.
PRX 3 बार खेल ली है ब्रीज, मतलब बहुत रीड करने के लिए मटेरियल है DRX के पास.
यप. हर्ष भाई 2000 सुपर चैट करूंगा. प्लीज वैंडल स्किन गिफ्ट कर दोगे? हाँ. एक्सक्लेमेशन UPI पे 2000 भेज दो. करता हूँ. ब्रो ये क्या क्रेजी. ये तेरा ये बहुत मस्त है रे लैम्प. थैंक यू फॉर द 100 रुपीज डेट एंड बाय. कुलकर्णी भाई थैंक यू फॉर द 40 रुपए. थैंक यू फॉर द रिएक्शन. अरे बस क्या बाबा. थैंक यू सो मच. कबीर. ओ माय गॉड नाइस स्वॉर्ड ब्रो. काटाना. हर्ष भाई ये सूट आप जैसे बोने लोगों के लिए रखा है जी. सिर्फ मेरे हाइट वाले लोग बचेंगे. तेरे हाइट वाले तो तड़पेंगे बेशरम इंसान, क्योंकि तेरे लिए तो सूट ही नहीं बना. तू मर जाएगा, मैं बच जाऊंगा. ठीक है ना. टट्टी खा ले मेरी फिर.
मैं एक मिरर कॉम देखने को मिलेगा हर्ष भाई, देखना।
ये क्या कैबिनेट है चैट? कोई पढ़ाई क्यों नहीं कर रहा है? भाई कोई पढ़ाई क्यों नहीं कर रहा है इधर? ये भी गेम खेल रहा है, उबासी ले रहा है और वो कॉल पे बात कर रहा है। एक टाइम पे 3 चीज कर रहा है। ये बंदा स्ट्रीम देख रहा है, इधर प्रोजेक्टर पे कुछ और चल रहा है। अरे चल रहा, क्या क्या कर रहे हो भाई तुम लोग? क्या सीन है ये भाई? मैंने अपनी 2 क्लिप्स डाली है गेम क्लिप्स पे, देखता हूँ। क्या सड़ा रहे नखलर्ज भाई? हाँ बोलो।
हेड टू हेड DRX पेपर एक्स जब खेले हैं, एक बार DRX जीती है, एक बार पेपर एक्स जीती है, फिर DRX जीती है, फिर पेपर एक्स जीती है, फिर DRX जीती है।
ठीक है,
वाह, ऐसा मतलब सच में नॉट इवन कैपिंग ब्रो, ऐसा ही हुआ है। तो उसके हिसाब से पेपर एक्स जीतनी चाहिए।
चलेगा। क्या आईडी क्या है आपका? टार्नर भाई यही है क्या?
That's my mic, my bad. What the fuck?
लर्ज भाई की चैट में एक बार कब लिख के आओ प्लीज।
So can you smoke up here?
Damn.
Oh my god.
Down mid.
Oh my goodness.
क्या मार रहा है?
Wall raised. There's 3, 4. Spike down A. 1 enemy remaining. Nice.
भाई एम देख के लग रहा तो है कि ये एक नया प्लेयर है यार, कुछ भी बोलो, ये एम देख के लग रहा तो है नया प्लेयर है। भाई बोलते ये असेंडेंट है, वो तो अच्छी बात है, लेकिन एम देख के लग रहा तो है कि ये एक नया प्लेयर है। क्या बोलते चैट? ये देखो,
Spike down A. 1 enemy remaining. Nice.
प्लेयर है, प्लेयर है, गुड प्लेयर ब्रो, गुड प्लेयर। अबे लो ही लो बोल रहे भाई, लो ही लो बोल रहे यार। टान भाई तुमको देख लो, अभी लो ही लो बोल रही भाई पब्लिक तुमको। अरे उनको क्या लग रहा है भाई? देखो आर्टवर्क देखने बोला है ना कोई तो ना। ब्रो वाज कुक्ड बैक देयर। यहाँ पे रिबाउंड आया। चल टेक 2। प्रॉब्लम पायलट कर मैं करूं। अबे तूने ना ये नहीं किया
क्या? हाँ ना, आई थिंक हम लोग ने उसके
गरम करना होगा
या वो प्लेन का पहले इंजन करना रहता ना ब्रो।
क्या?
ओके
ब्रो, गुड ओल्ड डेज ब्रो, आई मिस माय कॉलेज ब्रो। यही सब करते थे भाई कॉलेज में, कुछ भी। You know, you gotta rub it to the with the. क्या बोल रहा है? क्या कर रहा है? पागल इंसान। अरे भाई मेरे को लगा तू फेंकने का दिखाएगा भाई, फेंकने का तो दिखा।
Check setup flex.
अरे तुम जा रहे हो क्या जिम?
किसका आर्टवर्क किसका देखना था पहले बताओ? नहीं अभी 16 से जाऊंगा।
16 से
आर्टवर्क किसका देखना था? कोकोनट लस्सी का। ओ माय गॉड। यप
ओके
ब्रो, लस्सी भाई ये क्या बना दी इस बंटा है? ओह शीश, क्रेजा है ब्रो, क्रेजा है। डेंजर डेंजर डेंजर। ओ ये भी डेंजर बनाया यार जैक्स, खतरनाक। पेगासस, अबे कितने नीचे है ना पेगासस।
मिरर कॉम्प होता है तो DRX जीतेगी, अगर नहीं हुआ तो PRX जीतेगी।
ठीक है, पेगासस कहाँ है मेरे भाई तू? अरे तू है ही नहीं, अरे है ही नहीं। नीचे गया? किधर दिख रहा है तुम लोग को? किधर दिख रहा है? हाँ दिख गया।
गाइस मैं ये ना लाइव रिकॉर्ड कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है। हर्ष भाई मेरे एक आइडल है, मैंने उनको देख के सीखना शुरू किया था, ठीक है। और मेरे आइडल ने मेरे को मेरे ही कमेंट में लिखा है कि मतलब मेरा स्ट्रीक एआई है, तो मैं उनको कुछ प्रूव करना चाहूँगा, ठीक है ना। दिस इज़ माई अकाउंट। ये अगर आपको फेक लग रहा है तो भाई ठीक है, चलो मान ले ये फेक है। ये मेरा अकाउंट है, आप देख ही सकते हो अभी। अगर ये देख के आपको नहीं पता चल रहा है कि ये असली है कि फेक है तो मैं कुछ नहीं बोल सकता भाई, आपको तो पता ही होगा।
ये भी जनरेट कर सकते हैं हम लोग, तुमको पता नहीं है। अभी टेक्नोलॉजी बहुत आगे गई है, एआई से गेम बना सकते हैं, एआई से ये जो फ्रेम है ना वो चेंज कर सकते हैं, एआई से लिटरली ये वीडियो बना सकता हूँ मैं, समझो ना, तुम्हारी वॉइस के साथ। तो हम इधर पागल नहीं बैठे, ठीक है ना, हम इधर पागल नहीं बैठे भाई, ठीक है। सबको पता है एआई कहाँ कहाँ तक जा सकता है, तो अब देख लो तुम्हारे हिसाब से, अपना बना दो फिर तुम भी करो एआई हर्ष भाई। नहीं मुझे जरूरत नहीं है भाई, मैं तो खुद मचाऊंगा ना।
I mean, just briefly, DRX, not really too many changes. Their attacking side was great against full sense, so we got to see a little bit more depth on this defense.
एक different agent है, एक different agent है।
अबे even Hermes to make a few more plays on the KO Viper. This could go well for them.
ऐसा नहीं खेलता क्या वो?
Are making a change. We're seeing them move away.
अरे समथिंग योरू खेल रहा था और जिंग जेट खेल रहा था। Forsaken on Yoru.
Me and Forsaken will be taking that second duelist of the Yoru. I like this a lot more for Paper Rex. Much happier with this. I think we've got map 3 on our hands.
I think this is going to be interesting as well. If something starts playing Waylay and Forsaken looks good on the Yoru, I think this could open up a lot more comp options for Paper Rex if they can even survive this series.
Yeah, this is looking exciting indeed. You're having something a bit more classic come out from Paper X and the Joman out as well. But can DRX close this out? Who is it going to go to? Is it going to go to Paper X or is it going to go to DRX in this elimination match? We're tossing it over to our casters, Komodo and Quack.
Oh my goodness, we got the Joman, we got something on the jet. This is tournament life on the line. This is Master Santiago on the line. Paper X, DRX, Komodo, what do you got?
Following along with what Pilsky said, I think it does give Paper X more options, but how much depth are they going to have if they lose this here? Because then they have to reset for stage 1, where we might see changes come in across the board. Now, Paper X on these
out of 6 remaining games, teams, only 3 will secure spot at Master Santiago. Let's freaking go.
Forsaken's first duelist.
All right.
Jing's first non-duelist. So we're really changing it up technically and stylistically for individuals that Big Time was saying coming in towards this one.
Stylistic नहीं होता, statistically होता है.
Is pace. Paper X straight.
Direct घुस रहे, perfect. Paper X, and they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting mid.
As well. So
they're going for the yellow push as well.
From their side, even positionally, Mako off to the back of Orange, unfortunately, shut down
now,
by Forsaken.
What is Paper X thinking, bro?
Sheriff right on through, alongside Hermes.
क्या खेल रहा है?
It's one love.
Yeah, a pistol over towards DRX as well, so it's going to be 3-2 in their favor. And how far are they going to be able to snowball with this one as well, right? Last map, for those that might have missed it, in the very beginning, a 4-0 start for DRX
उधर कुछ एक smoke walk उधर एक आ जाता तो मजा आ जाता.
Both bonuses going their way, leading into some stellar opportunities for them to close that map.
सबके सब तो mid door fight ले लिए.
So getting the pistol in this one is going to be bringing bold confidence for them. Hyunmin already as well. Hitting them shots, getting up the Marshall.
इनका यूरो प्लेयर जो है वो अभी साइफर खेल रहा है थोड़ी देर पहले.
He is at the right location for some good old frags.
नहीं भाई हरमिस यूरो पे गोटेड खेलता है.
Shots all the way through, but towards middle.
वो वाइपर भी खेलता है भाई. ओए नहीं हरमिस तो यूरो पे हकता है. वाइपर अच्छा खेलता है.
just the pistols. And how much stock do we put in them for Paper X, right?
लेकिन अभी उसने मारा.
डेटा खत्म, खेल खत्म बेटा.
Thrifty this series? Oh my god, you might be, well, right, technically. Close to it. There were some rounds where they did have half buys, but right now though, doesn't look like this is going to amount to much.
You wouldn't expect so, unless there's some timing that Forsaken can find, as he is by his lonesome self over at the A site. I see the Yoro and I think to myself it's something, but it's not. It's how long it's been since we've seen him on a tool list.
It's Forsaken. But still, we managed to go up middle, trying to re-peek back in. Hyunmin's still there.
Yeah, not the player you want to be waltzing in towards the crosshairs of, for sure, right now. Looking for the 4K that Hermes may very well steal after spotting him out. Which will be the case, the double duelists of DRX.
PRX needs more practice. In what way do you think? In what way PaperX needs more practice, you think? क्या आप explain कर सकते हो please?
What way? Hit and miss on. It's not looked massively confident for PaperX. I kind of agree with what Big Time was saying. If they wanted to do a slight change, bringing the Brimstone back as opposed to Astra, we'll see the depth of this series, what this current agent composition looks differently in. But the loss against T1, the loss against GE, they were not good-looking halves that we're seeing from PaperX
bonus round
on the attack.
On DRX.
Second one a bit better, but
Mako revealed है. Mako का काम 25.
Still though, now that they've got the guns, they're just kicking down the doors into the A site. Yep. Hermes and Hyunmin still! Not to mention the fact that now they're close to their ults. Hyunmin at the very least. PaperX still trying to work around possible smokes. Davai has to bring the screen back up. Trying to get the spike down.
You're just playing from a deficit right now for PaperX. A 4 versus 2 where you've got guns aplenty for DRX as well. You can get Bane on a line, he should be good for something. It's Hyunmin though. Oh, he's got it too.
Sidestepped. Brings out the blades. Might not even be necessary. Jing just trying to smoke himself out of a hairy situation. But look at Hyunmin dancing around. He's on to the third.
They won the bonus.
And then he's got stars to support. Davai slips back into the smoke to take down his opponent, but still has 2 more targets to go. Can he really hang on to his life for the spike? Not quite. Bane picks up the bonus for DRX.
That's another bonus for them as well. That is so far 3 pistols in a row, 3 bonuses in a row. How much further are they going to get away with here before we require Alex and Wenla to have a chat with the guys? Those were not butter knives in that round from Hyunmin whatsoever. Those were sharp steak knives, and he's just delivered it straight through your chest. That is a very hurtful round for PaperX.
Kunai? No?
Hyunmin pop off कर रहा है ना?
Well, they're throwing it a minute for sure right now.
You're absolutely right. I mean, PaperX has had a week to work on this, or at least to prep for what.
Hyunmin का घी refill हो गया बे, इसके वजह से वांदे हो रहे हैं इनके मालूम?
Having the choice to go to split, that's
right. Eco round आ गया PaperX का.
You can definitely understand why they chose to go to Breeze with what slop we've seen from PaperX in the past couple of series. So we are really requiring more from the SEA side in this installment. And for this current pistol round of theirs with the Sheriffs, Jing's going to get an upgrade, removing Hermes.
Too bad for now. It does put DRX into a bit of a stalled state.
Not budging too much around the map for DRX either. There is a gap up through mid that you could technically see Forsaken try to find, but you don't feel too confident in going by yourself in that sort of situation. You're going to try and barrel roll your way in towards this B site. Perhaps Hyunmin finds Forsaken. And there's some good timing on the back of this util mark for PaperX as well.
4-0 chat. Omen ऊपर TP किया है. And he's gonna flash the smoke and they're gonna push in smoke, but bro, Hyunmin still got one.
He still finds the shot. And then turns back around as well with more support around the site. PaperX completely fell.
नहीं मान रहा ये, नहीं मान रहा.
See his teammate in Frame pick up 1,000 kills in VCT PACIFIC as well. For me, the layering was not as good as an onion in that one for PaperX as well. Everyone into that B site there didn't really do it together. It was one after another, with the TP from Jing going up, with the dash coming in from something as well. There was a paranoia, but it was all very split and individual from the squad essentially to get on in. There was dancing around the site.
भाई A straight up hit करना चाहिए और side पे plant वांट ले लेना चाहिए.
Good way for PaperX to get in towards that site, and now we are going to see what they have with the big old weapons and the boomstick for Hyunmin here.
You blindly push me, push boys.
I smoke for you.
There's smoke one way.
Oh.
Nice. Go.
Come me, boys. I'm gonna join.
You don't need to wait for the
Turning double door.
भाई mid door hold कर रहे हैं ना लेकिन दोनों.
But still not quite aware that Hyunmin could be online with an operator. They go breaking into.
माको हमेशा ऐसा मर रहा है.
Takes down a kill.
Sample में.
Well, 5 versus 3. You cannot falter in this one, PaperX. You've got
Look at how B hit कर रहे
हैं.
He's already here for DRX of 2.
Yes.
The operator.
Oh, nice big kill, big kill.
Shut down.
Okay, nice.
Still the angle being held. Shots flying by. Positions now revealed. PaperX getting the spike down.
देखा चुपचाप ये जाने का कुछ वाकड़ा दिखड़ा ट्राई नहीं करने का खत्म बात राउंड आ गया.
Heard how they were calling for the smokes and pushes into A side off the initial kill.
मेरे को एक कॉल देनी चाहिए इनको इधर.
It's a question of whether or not DRX can actually hold on to their guns.
Elder Flame operator वाले को जीतते हुए नहीं देखा है.
PaperX as well. It's not too favoured to remove these guns, to be honest with you, because
that's a crazy stat.
So you want a bit of a premium on holding your own weapons.
आज तक जिसने भी लगाई है.
They'll get on the board. They'll hold with 5 alive as well. Good recognition again to go through B early and remove Hermes. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see some adjustments for DRX in amongst mid for the next round. For a way potentially to get that operator onto a power line as well and try and find some
booster use करता है लिख रहे chat में.
पर तभी हाइड्रा में लगा के खेलते थे ना.
Still have valuable tools.
I mean, the guy's on 12 kills already. He's certainly come to the races on this third map here. A slow, steady start across the first 2 maps.
बूस्टर यूज करता है तभी तो नहीं
continues
जीता.
on this trajectory. Beyond
अभी
for
तो
a
एनआरजी जीत
mass
गई.
casualty affair, you'd assume.
Stay safe.
12-2 है Hyunmin.
Inching to go back in towards middle.
Yeah, but this is the adjustment.
अभी
sort of talk about
B
as well,
end up
right?
करने.
Like
Oh,
banging
Hyunmin
there
miss किया
instead
क्या
of over
shot?
towards A.
My ult is ready.
You got a little bit of a buddy system as well. You're not seeing anybody come up the elbow.
B का भी check कर रहे हैं. 4 second का ult है.
Initial engagements as well. That's what
मजबूत ult से आप PaperX पे ये
So
round.
we are definitely right now in the position, trying to wait and see what PaperX's calling is going to look to be. If they can prod and poke over towards this B site, or if they want to go on the back of the dimensional drift starting to come on in. It brings out Hermes to get over here.
Ooh, freeing dodge it.
Doubling down with the Hunter's Fury as well, freeing.
Nice.
Yeah, completely caught. Still though, Hermes around backside goes for the
Bro,
flash.
blind क्या बात है something. Big kill मेरे भाई, big
as
kill.
As soon as the doors get broken down,
Very big
two
kill.
players from DRX left alive.
And that's just an immediate
Clean
save call
exec.
as well. Marco yet to really see some fights in this map at the
अंधे में
moment.
मारा
We
भाई
think
for
what we
something.
saw
मेरे को लगा
last
उधर
time for DRX
something
on
मरेगा तो
this
short हो
map
जाएगा.
of Breeze as well against Full Sense.
Nice.
Marco was the one kind of manhandling Full Sense with all of the kills in that one. Hyunmin and Hermes with the former being pretty much absent. So for Marco, I want to see a bit of a turnaround a little bit in the next couple of rounds. Away with you. Might even be another 5 alive scenario for PaperX here too. As they look to double their scoreline.
From 1 to 2.
Yep. 1 foot in front of the other. Marco going to be holding onto the gun for the next round as well. Some solemn claps in the arena here.
Like right next to us.
He just saw it just before the flash came into play.
Marcusum.
There's always the thing about, you know, the way that PaperX plays. You keep their speed, sometimes it works out.
अरे माँ को अभी तक अंडे में. अरे माँ को आगे आगे मर जा रहा है ना ये पे. वही तो शॉट हो रहा है उसके साथ. अभी भी रिवील हो गया.
Possibly feeling the heat.
Oh, you got to cancel that one. As Marco going to try and do what he can around the side. Assistance from Hyunmin with this operator. Rest of PaperX trying to find the gaps around it as Forsaken does do exactly that. Doubling down. This is going woeful for DRX off the get-go.
Good flash.
They're locked out again.
Good molly, bro. Look at those utils, chat.
Hyunmin backed into her torrent. She wants to get away from it. Might be another save call already.
भाई save simulator चल रहा है DRX का ये.
This one in a 3 versus 5 when you've got PRX just completely overwhelming the
बनता है
sites.
save simulator चल रहा है.
You would have had to see a world in which Marco or Bane found a kill before.
चल रहा है?
An untimely
save
death.
simulator. भाई 4 सेकंड ने क्या एडजस्ट किया ना.
Yeah.
Bro,
certainly finding the right position.
तब यूरू खेलता था जब
Pain on DRX, because this is now going to translate into a 3 in a row. And we start to wonder, is this the moment on this attacking half that PRX have found the way that they need to navigate things by themselves
क्या आप मुझे
without
अपना
needing
old mousepad
Alex's
दे सकते हो? I am
intervention
serious
just yet, right?
player.
Because this is map
भाई
break.
मेरे पास
This
old mousepad
is
अभी
an
है ही नहीं कोई.
elimination game. Your timeouts from Termi, from Alex.
मेरा जो अभी current mousepad है वही old है.
Probably the most important.
3 साल होने आ गए रहेंगे उसको. 2 साल.
also loses his life
2 साल हो गए.
of that one as well. It's going to be a
time out आते हुए DRX क्योंकि back to back वो लोग हारे जा रहे हैं.
Timer as well that you would assume is from DRX. Not from PRX. Even though they're in the lead, they need a chat. They've lost in a row. They've lost their momentum.
कैसे 2 साल? 2 साल हो गए भाई देखो. चेक करो. हर्ष खेल रहा है माउस पैड लिया डाल के. टेंशन में आ चुके हैं DRX क्योंकि इसका 4 सेकंड का एम खुल रहा है ना भाई.
What we've seen in the past from a couple of teams.
Call अभी नहीं देंगे. Call आराम से देंगे. टेंशन मत लो.
You get the Odin, you start spamming over it. You try to lock out your opponents from that, for example.
PRX जब हारने आ रही रहेगी तब. अभी तो जीत रही है.
And not seen that too much from DRX. We also haven't seen too much on a requirement for them on the defenses when Marco was really putting in the goods. Right now, definitely waiting on that. How are we lifting Marco up?
भाई इसकी आंखें तोड़ी है. ठीक है कोई बात नहीं.
Around his Viper util, it's just been disrespected time at a time.
Might not see it soon though. As you mentioned, this current round, it's a rebuy, light shields, regen shields, nothing much to do else for Marco.
We've got a lot of buys for PRX to come in fashion, which is going to be good for them to start to gain more rounds in a row, time and time again. How far can they run?
Same screen as well coming through, but now
scanning ahead.
Spike B के तरफ है ये बार.
You do have Hermes into A this time.
Yeah, Bane going to be the one to gallivant around mid with no
exit
strategy either. So he really would need to plant his feet if he wants to stay there.
Right here.
It's where PRX chooses the right spot.
Generally over to this B side as well, you're seeing the TP to an elevated ladder spot and you're seeing the dash
भाई यूनियन कितना fast rotate किया है.
No TP, Bane puts himself on the right spot.
Reveal हो गया ये.
Out. That's a bit of an awkward one for him and freeing as well.
Nice bro, they are whiffing bro.
Become a bit of an issue for DRX.
लंबे मैप पे एम नहीं कर पा रहे वो लोग.
Despite the shot from Hyunmin in response, he still
has
to back off.
KD player.
Save it.
KD बचा रहा है
You're just
KD.
locked out of this one, aren't you, Heya?
मैं कह रहा हूँ हर्ष भाई ये
operator skin जिसने लगाई है बैट लगाता है बहुत डेंजर. It's a 2 versus 4.
डेंजर बैट लगे
भाई वो
लोग लंबा फाइट नहीं ले पा रहे समझ रहे हो.
Your poison orb rather.
भाई क्योंकि PRX सब पे खेल रही है ना.
You can't even really use that for Marco because it's such an open site. And you're just at a disadvantageous position with the numbers that you have here. You have to go for the save. And now it really is a position for DRX that they are running away with their tail between their legs.
So you would think the upcoming round, they can't really afford too much either.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, PRX round to round, the anticipation is phenomenal.
And at least for Hyunmin and Marco, they will hold on to the weapons for the next round. But what are the adaptations going to start to look like on this defensive side at the moment? You've got that drift for Hermes. Are you using it off the rip to try and get away, get an advantage with a freebie to start things off? Or are you holding on to it for the proper big buy round a little bit later on, seeing what you can get in your hands for this current round, which is going to be the force up. Some light shields and a guardian for Bane, one away from the Hunter's Fury. If you're getting that, it's good. If Hyunmin gets the blades online, juggle some things as well, perhaps. But this is a very, very crucial round for DRX for their defenses. Bring a bit of stability into their pockets.
8-4 ऑफ हो जाएगा ये अगर खत्म हुआ तो.
Possibly Hyunmin as
ये
well.
लोग मिड की तरफ चले गए भाई वॉक इन करके ओह शिट गुड फ्लैश
Would scare PRX potentially, but
माको का दिन ही नहीं चल रहा है ना ये वाला
and they still clear all of these angles.
Pencil gets one is good.
Bane at least being able to trade right back, but now the site in control for
And
pressure against
Hyunmin
PRX, and it
popped
works
off.
the
Well
treat.
played.
Hyunmin finds the angles necessary, and Freeing now shows up from the back of middle.
कोई जिताएगा तो Hyunmin ही है भाई.
He's trying to tap his way through. Finds the first shot. Goes for a slight tap on the spike as well, but off to the 90-degree angle. Slightly revealed. He continues to jiggle back and forth around. Plays around his opponent's cloudburst. Takes down Bane. And slowly continuing to isolate further angles.
Good recon.
Gonna be destroyed.
अगर वो reveal होता 1v1 आ जाता.
There's one more. He's not entirely sure where he could spring out from. He's trying to bait them out into the open. DRX not biting. Envy starting to budge. He walks out into the open, takes down Hyunmin, looks for the ankle, but Freeing denies. DRX back in the lead.
Why Hyunmin ने round निकाला?
In that moment in time, but it was Freeing the one, I believe, to destroy that dart. The question was where was Hyunmin?
जब भी फ्लैशबैक था तो वही ऑफ करता था ना
that one in an attempt of what the one
लेकिन
versus
Hyunmin तो मार रहा था भाई
very cheeky to get the kill
Hyunmin बहुत अच्छा राइफल चलाता है
as well in Bane's hands in that juggle
अरे
उतनी अच्छी नहीं है
भाई क्या दिए ला वो घूम के
desperately needed for DRX. Not one found with an iron fist, however. Very loose handshake affair between the teammates on DRX's side. 4 versus 1 advantage position. But now you got to try and crack that egg again, don't you? PRX, another buy here. Very pacey again in towards this ace. He's going to try and shut down with Hyunmin.
Pathing this
नहीं अभी उनको समझ गया ये लोग यही स्पैम कर रहे हैं.
Somewhat red. Off the different angles and also dimensional drift into cave.
Yeah, he's going to exit the
खोल
ult
दिया
as well.
उधर ही.
He does technically have
पीछे
a
से
1
दवाई आ
versus 1,
रहा है.
but he doesn't know that Divai is still playing in towards the back lanes just behind him. Divai is going to take the outlaw shot and get rid of him.
What is
So
Hermes
advantage
thinking, bro?
No longer for DRX for numbers.
Oh, okay, in me. Nah, something huggies.
Ready as ever. Takes down another player, but then Jing
One
into
more,
the corner,
one more.
trying to track
Nah,
on the Hyunmin,
bro.
but dancing all across midair. Makes it a top
अरे इसको मारो यार पहले कोई.
second kill, but not a third.
भाई साहब रामदेव बाबा जी.
Bane came up from behind, DRX onto a 6.
Sure, that could have been so awkward and so problematic for DRX.
मजा ही आ जाता भाई.
Caught trying to place a star. He's lucky enough that Bane doesn't miss the shot in that moment in time, because imagine a world where the timing gets the better of you there and you lose the round. That would have felt so bad.
Hyunmin मचा रहा है भाई. उधर जिंग ने Hyunmin को मार दिया रहता गेम खत्म था.
Hyunmin does what he does best with the blades as well. A good trade from Bane. Oh, but my oh my.
Timeout.
My oh my gameplay चल रहा. ओए टाइम आउट.
Weird, very strange. Timeout invested for PRX as they try to chase an equal scoreline at the half.
और पेपे ही लगेगी ह्यूमिन बी खेलेगा. ए जाओ ह्यूमिन को मारो, गेम अपला. बाकी किसी को खेलने नहीं आ रहा है. माको को टारगेट करो, उसको तो खेलने ही नहीं आ रहा कुछ भी. बस ह्यूमिन मार रहा है. हाँ 3 जन चढ़ जाओ, कुछ नहीं कर पाएगा. ठीक है.
There's still 2 more rifle rounds to play in this half.
That's the call.
Hyunmin, well, doesn't have access to the blades. You can assume that he's still going to have that operator in hand, unless Hermes wants to be the one with the Yoru to hold that and change the approach for DRX on the defenses. But that's not going to be the case here. Hyunmin with the op over towards B for a potential early B investment. Ooh. Which is going to be a different look to DRX that we've not seen just yet. So Jing needs to be very careful. There's been some pushing up through the elbow, so it's a very informational charge play for DRX.
Wait, Hyunmin ने op ली.
And well, he is going to get away with that one, but not with his life. Passes the first problem of that op, loses to Hermes.
Oh, defense.
One of those smokes. You even spent the shrouded step to actually get across, but still not expecting a secondary layer. Now PRX still trying to find.
लेकिन अगर defenders को तुम मार दो तो attack ज़्यादा अच्छा होता है.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that the barrier drop call for them isn't to try and play on the back of Forsaken using the dimensional drift to facilitate the team to get one in and go for a bit of a pit play. It is going to be a potential latter scenario style for them right now as they sell a bit of a ruse over towards this A site with the smokes and the Yoru ult with the drone to come out from Envy. as he gets inserted into the A side a little bit later on, and freeing could upset things over at this site here of B.
Done pretty good at dodging the flashes for now.
Okay, दवाई भी
has arrived on the site.
मार दो
Onto
इसको.
the pit, and that's where Envy finally managed to show
Wait,
up.
pit में घुस गया miss.
Down,
Oh nah, bro.
inside of
What?
the pit, Spike plant denied.
Something
and
कल
Hermes
मारेगा मेरे भाई.
pushed all the way through. Something
वाह,
tries to
पूरी
hang
gang
back,
आ गई
that's where
अभी
he gets
उनकी.
caught. And now
Something
it's
still
Forsaken
holding that
circling
for
around the
some
pillar
reason.
alongside Envy to try to hold on to the round. Jumps
This is
up
bad.
onto the
This is
ledge.
so bad.
gets
What a
spotted by
bad
the
round,
head.
bro.
Down to the 1v2. Envy looks for a shock dart kill, but it's not going through just yet. Still needs to get the spike down because he's only got 10 seconds left. All around the pillar. He tries to hunt. He takes down one. It makes it a little bit more possible. Still, though, spotted out by the top of the box. It's DRX.
अबे यार ये something भाई पीछे आ जा या उसको कोई help कर दो या कुछ यूटिल डालो बैक साइड ये करने. वो राउंड के स्टार्ट से उधर ही जूझ रहा है भाई.
A checkbox for him. He finds Marco off
अरे
yonder
उसके
at the
तीन
A side.
जन आ गए
That
बैक
plan
साइड पे
worked,
हेल्प
but
करने.
the rest of the plans around this B site did not. Hermes finds Defy in the pit, and that was kind of a lot of the be-all and end-all scenario for Paper X. That pit was the play to get the plant, survive in, win the round. And it just becomes very awkward at the end there to try and get things back. The battles around the back of the side as well just looked extremely awkward. It looked like DRX was playing with their food, to be honest with you. So we're moving to the last round of the half right now. It is all 5 towards this B site for Paper X. Where you could still think there's still a chance that this goes 8-4. Freeing into the corner around the smokes. Hermes taking down Forsaken as he TPs across. Yep. It's
Bro, Paper X!
Already for Paper X. And that TP position for Forsaken is so ambitious because it's the normal place that Yoru's send TPs here, but you're generally backing that up with an Astra ultimate
DRX
and a little bit of a
eliminating them
pocket.
again?
They're not playing the Astra anymore, so it's a very risky TP into the open without the team to help you there. A missed op shot comes on through, but it's still a 2 versus 5 that Paper X have to really try and dig deep to find.
Oh,
last round of the half anyway, you might as well go for it. A wild step in from Jing. Retrieves the spike and wants to set the smoke down to try to get a plant through. He actually tries to bait them out, but once again, DRX exercising discipline. Look at the minimap. Mako all the way from behind. I mean, if he finds one kill, he could technically ult over towards the A side of the map with this Omen. But they're just not giving it to him. There's the recognition from DRX. They know that that's available. They know that's an avenue that they drop this round. So let him go for the plant. Let him try to work a 1 versus 3. Because remember, you do not win a 1 versus 3. You lose a 3 versus 1. And that is not going to happen here for DRX. They will win that convincingly at the end. And that is going to be an 8-4 half that they will come away with.
क्या बात कही देखिए अर्ज भाई?
हाँ कुछ तो बोला भाई वो डेंजर 1v3 में.
उसने बोला कि तुम 1v3 नहीं जीतते हो, तुम 3v1 हारते हो.
हाँ एकदम सही बोला.
It's either dashing on the jet that you used to do, or it's pulling out the curveball that you did on the Phoenix previously. It's just falling into a state of comfort because you play 2 maps as the Phoenix. You're going for a pick like that, you're thinking, I'll flash around the corner. Oh, I'm playing Omen Smokes. Wrong click, misclick. Oh no. Regardless, 4-4 to 4.
Halftime.
That's the way.
बेचारा भाई मेरे को बुरा लगता है यार इसके लिए. भाई क्योंकि पेपर एक्स बहुत गंदा परफॉर्म. भाई जी वाले गेम में भी है ना पेपर एक्स बहुत ढिंचैक खेल रही थी. अच्छा तुम तो देखे ही नहीं ना जी वाला गेम?
नहीं.
तुम थोड़े से संडास से हो ना.
अबे तो गाली पड़ती भाई मेरे को वो दिन बस.
क्यों? अच्छा
लोग गाली पड़ देते हैं भाई.
अच्छा इसलिए तुम देखे नहीं मैच.
हाँ तो मैं अगले दिन पूरा अमेरिकास देखा. तुमने देखा अमेरिकास अगले दिन? नहीं.
अच्छा नहीं ठीक है. ये पक्का कहीं तो गया रहेगा बाहर देखना.
दिन पूरा अमेरिकास देखा.
तो घर पे बैठ के देख रहे थे गेम?
नहीं.
फिर?
बिल्कुल नहीं देख रहा था ब्रो. मैं जिम गया था.
अच्छा 6 घंटे जिम किए?
नहीं 2-3 घंटे. 2 घंटे.
सही है.
It all comes down to how this second half.
नहाना धोना में और 2-3 घंटा निकल गया.
Defensive side. And what reads do you have
फिर सो गया वो. फिर रात को स्ट्रीम थी ना क्योंकि
मेरी. Too much from DRX, right? Just that game against.
बाहर गया था आकाश स्टोरी डाला था. अरे ये ऐसे ही है भाई इसका.
on the flip side as well, a little bit more from PaperX, right? 3 showings of it. Tendencies to be seen for DRX. This pistol round right now. PaperX going to the B side of the map.
कल जल्दी मैचेस है हाँ 12:30 को मैचेस है कल चैट
Now alongside their screen.
They could find free.
ओ भाई 4-man push.
But then what?
अरे गेम बच गया PaperX का ही गेम बच गया
It's already DRX.
नहीं 2 for 2 okay.
At least something. Dive straight in.
Oh nice.
ये भी चालू हो जाना चाहिए वो दिन की जैसा है
भाई इनवी खेलता है बनता है
Alert.
और 20 पे खेलता है
But does he overplay his
danger
hand?
on होता है
It's a 3 versus 2 right now. You need to play to the high percentages as PaperX. You've got the numbers. You'll play together holding each other's hand, going in for a reclear of A main at the moment. But by the time...
1 round at a time.
Hermes, they can sneak into this A side as well. Potentially get a bit of a backstab onto something if they wanted. Or look elsewhere. They'll start to clear up through towards mid. They will manage to dodge PaperX's location. Or will they? Marco.
अबे बी जा रहे हैं लोग वॉक अप करके वे ब्यूटीफुल कॉल एक्चुअली
They'll come on up.
एक्चुअली ब्यूटीफुल कॉल
Yep. They're doing their due diligence to try and clear any cheeky position the PaperX
पूरा एल्बो और बीम इन चेक करके जाएंगे ये लोग ना कम ऑन
walk into a
कम
firing squad.
ऑन एक तो PaperX भी भाई पूरा राउंड मैप घूम
Turns around, Hermes finds a shot, but Envy as well. A lot of support
PaperX
on the
भी सोन सा कहीं कर रही है ना
This is also Jing with the Ghost. It's Mako, 11 HP now. Sticks the spike just for some extra credits. Whether or not he can survive is a whole other thing. He at least takes one more down with him. But otherwise, PaperX with the pistol.
Yeah, very desperately needed. As Marco finds one more kill to the tally.
PaperX lost, so they go home. Yes.
At the moment, Bane is down there as well, technically, but falling good on DRX's defensive side. Now it's time for everyone to try and step up to try and close this map, to try and get that victory.
ये बहुत अच्छा कंट्रोल किया
PaperX as well.
हाँ वही.
Needing to also hit the shots, needing to make some very smart defensive decisions where we think quite questionable over on Khelraay from map number 2 in this series.
उसका ट्रेड भी अच्छा लिया ना पर इनवी ने
2 kill पे something 5 kill पे.
Here some bandit plays for the duelists.
Sheriffs, marshals, guardians for inside of PaperX.
Oh, Devi has the stinger and he could get technically overwhelmed at the moment. It depends on the pathing of DRX. He's trying to hold the way that he can. The pistols, they're looking pretty good.
Oh, he's alive still. That's crazy.
For DRX, that's right. Envy as well.
Nice shot, bro.
They've picked up the stinger.
Yep.
Taking some damage from perhaps the Viper utility somewhat.
Oh, this is going to be down to timing as well for Envy, isn't it?
Oh,
He's just got a round.
Envy
hear all of this, but as he swaps through, it's
don't know 1 HP, don't know 1 HP. अबे लेकिन इस पे bandit है. Oh, nice,
as well is going to be ill-advised, and Jing will capitalize on that.
बहुत अच्छा eco था.
A second round here, Quack, for PaperX, but it technically does get close in numbers. 2 survive for the defensive side.
Slight investment from PaperX as well.
And they're going to try
Clone bean सब तोड़ रहे ना भाई.
Well, you almost feel like you.
भाई इनवी वहाँ पे जिंदा बचा, वही बड़ा बात. इनवी मरता तो खत्म था गेम.
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ. भी जल्दी मार देते राउंड निकाल सकते थे.
वो वापस 3-man push बीमन पे अच्छा कहावत राड़ा कर रहे PaperX.
शूट नहीं कर रहा, माको भी 3-9 है.
They're looking to peek outside of B again. Jinx setting up for the flash. DRX hanging back. They've gotten all the information they need. Jinx sends it. PaperX trying to get a go, but not quite by too much.
Wait, bro, इनवी ने अब ड्राफ्ट वाले को मारा?
Just absolutely wallbanged him.
What is that guy doing, chat?
नहीं बे अब ड्राफ्ट मारा उसने.
That location peaked all the time. And Autumn from GE expected it and one tapped him to oblivion.
हाँ अब ड्राफ्ट ही मारा है बनता है.
Great opener on a Hyunmin though. Not going to do the heavy lifting for DRX at times as well. Now you can play a little bit further back. You've lost this space of mid. Envy still looking after things with a Hunter's Fury in store if required, but now getting a little bit overzealous and ambitious. But it's rewarded.
माटी दे रहा है बनता है ये तो.
Really slows things down for the side of DRX. Not to mention this judge on the other side of the door.
It's uncharacteristic for PaperX though, isn't it, mate? They are playing super slow, and maybe they need it to at the moment as something just draws to 2. And Marco will be spotted.
इनवी मचा दिया भाई, इनवी मचा दिया. Full support भाई को.
Okay. Still spots up the head by the
end of the
flash at least. Back into cave. Shot
अरे एक ही गोली चला रहा है भाई
इनवी सिर्फ यही मैप पे डेथमैच खेलता है सिर्फ यही मैप पे
टाइम आउट आ गया अभी
this roster right now and you needed to have a bit of a proving moment. This was the time to do it, mate. He's just got him through. That's crazy.
Bonus picked up.
Bonus picked up indeed. Some upgrades of weapons as well. Envy.
हाँ ना वो स्पैम होता है वो भी नहीं पता था मेरे को
वो भी और वहाँ से इतना प्यारा एंगल मिलता है वो भी नहीं पता
होगा. But it's got to be full focus for PACIFIC to continue, doesn't it? They're knocking on the door of DRX now.
Envy's a freaking player.
I said about that bonus, right? Gonna have a bit of an investment. You would absolutely love.
अभी eco round है DRX का, लेकिन the thing is उनके ना ultimates load हो रहेंगे तो.
Can't say the same for DRX right now though.
तो अभी भी क्लोज ही गेम रहेगा ये वन साइडेड आगे नहीं जाएगा.
How PACIFIC have themselves set up currently.
शायद इनकी स्क्रीन किसी ने लीक नहीं करी थी.
A couple times to it. And then you just saw like that little set play with Ching sending out Noman Flash down towards elbow on B side.
दोस्तों अगर आप लोग अभी के अभी स्ट्रीम को लाइक करते हो तो आपको मिलेगी मेरे तरफ से एक पप्पी.
Almost feels like it's back to the drawing board for DRX after this timeout, though. We'll see.
Kind of needs to be a little bit though, right? You're playing double duelist at the moment. You want to make sure that you're getting very oppressive, but you also need to make sure
Clutch भाई को चुप करवा दो, कुछ भी बोल देंगे वो exclamation clutch डालो और भर दो.
The Astra is going to look good for them. This is an uncharacteristic buy.
Okay.
This is going to be a window.
And they're going to peek a B main 3-man
and Devi. If you die, you should only laugh this off. Because if you don't, and you let this get the better of you,
now I kind of want him to die.
5 marshals for DRX. God, oh. You hear 1 and you think that there's some slight investment. You hear 2 and you start to wonder what is happening. You hear 3 and then you assume that they've bought up a bit. So we'll see what does happen in the adjustment sphere for PACIFIC right now. Forsaken tagged to 50. They're going to try and chip away at PACIFIC's health little by little and give them some 1,000 cuts before death.
They're pinging out towards tunnel at least.
Oh.
PACIFIC.
Oh. No, come on.
This is where it could happen.
Oh my god.
No way.
Here to save the day a little bit. You got a little toxic screen set up as well. Devi hungry for more though. To the top of the ledge, he finds a couple, and then here comes Forsaken, spinning back around. The Marshals won't do too much in this current round.
No, they get a kill on the back of Hermes. Some good headshots come out from that Marshal, but the other ones, just a little bit of damage. A tied scoreline now, and by pattern. DRX next?
Very possible.
Got to see what they're going to do, though, of course. As so far, it has looked lacking on this attack side for them.
Okay.
Abhi lead किस पे आएगी chat? Is PACIFIC gonna take the lead? They started with 5 in a row on their attack. This time they've not been able to do so.
They smoke from me, Viper.
Johnny.
Maybe double door, guys. Double door. Split A, boy.
I'm with you. In jet already. Jet's inside, boys.
Well, PACIFIC know that they're inside the A side at the moment, but are they going to be able to contain them, or do they have to go for a bit of a retake?
Wait, Hermes hag raha? Kya kar raha hai?
Dispatches a mark.
I guess Hermes ka. Oh my god! Wait, what is DRX doing?
The flood before the
They're so lost on the side.
Looking to really cut the knees
Hermes
off
ka
DRX
TP
here again.
ये हो गया था क्या expire?
Separated from Bane as well, not to mention. Bane.
हरमिस को कोई कवर ही नहीं दे पाया क्योंकि वॉल अप कर ओके उसकी टीम का वॉल अप था.
The curtain falls. It's the end of the round. PACIFIC take the lead and steal it away from DRX.
अरे DRX का खेले में तो वो सोच रहा हूँ.
They are looking so soft right now, DRX. We need to see something better coming from them. They're not giving the fight with advantage. They are feeling the pressure. They're feeling like nothing is working on this attacking side at the moment. And permitted, they've had pistols, they've had the Marshal buy. This was your rifle round. This was the big round. Dimensional drift investment. You get in towards the site. That's true. But PACIFIC recognize that and they take the fight early. Again, it's what we saw successful for them. It's what they didn't do on the road that I was waiting for. So it feels like in the interim, they figured out what they needed to do to get back into this one. But now DRX,
something open mid.
Groundhog Day in this.
Oh, he's inside Hyunmin.
As they do get in to try and get that plant.
with a half buy, should say. Still though, PACIFIC.
He spammed him!
Same flood, same procedures. It's Forsaken this time off the blind side.
Honestly, DRX को W gaming छोड़ देना
DRX tucked
चाहिए.
into, I guess, the left side off the site. Got Bane in with Hunter's Fury and some other utility as well, but this might not be the round to deploy.
No.
He sends out the shock darts. PACIFIC trying to get onto the spike, and they've got the smoke surrounded. Recon's through, Hermes down. And
भाई वो सेफ में रह के डिफ्यूज कर रहा है
thing into cave.
वो सेफ में रह के डिफ्यूज कर रहा था क्या
for DRX.
Never mind. Never mind. I guess one more timeout needed for DRX now.
DRX are winless on this attacking side of theirs. They have no
6
timeouts.
rounds in a row, bro.
Everything is being able to be dictated. Damn, what a shot by PACIFIC in this half right now.
क्या दिया हुआ?
This
Elder
feels
Flame
like it is now
never go.
PACIFIC's map to lose. We need to see a very convincing decision and round come out from DRX right now. They have not been able to one-dimensionally get into war.
Okay, ये round है DRX क्योंकि उनके पास Sowalt is a big,
the operator back in possession for Hyunmin. Hunter's Fury for Bane, the pit for Marco.
Something peek out करने वाला है, bro.
Can't really contend with A, you'd assume. That is a great starting decision from something and from Forsaken.
Oh shit!
Flash and op
They
on the line.
cooking, bro. Hyunmin को shit on में down कर दिया है.
19 kills by the way for so long now.
Pit in from Devi as well. Flushes DRX clearly into the B site. Jing has the smoke set up. You got 3 players already hovering across from PACIFIC's side.
Just repeat back.
Just watching, waiting through the smoke,
Spam
getting
kya
a couple
कर
of
रहे
pressure
हैं?
shots
God.
into it. No chance. Everyone from DRX who was
DRX is
hiding around that
lost.
smoke got turned into cheese.
Yeah,
Bro, they are
they're
lost.
just peppering them down little by little.
उन लोग को कुछ नहीं करने आ रहा है. कुछ भी नहीं कर पा रहे हो लोग.
तुमने देखा एक चीज इनवी ने कैसा मारा वहाँ पे?
वो छोड़ो, वो हरमिस टीपी आउट क्यों किया अंदर
As a
आके?
matter of fact, and they might not even survive at all.
Recon डाला था ना उसने.
5 alive for PACIFIC.
वो तो अटैकर का था.
भाई नहीं, इनवी का भी तो Recon था.
By himself, backed into the corner. Finds one, but with 5 HP,
सामने लगा था,
pretty
साइड पे
darn
डाला था
difficult to hold onto this gun because you just throw caution to the wind if you're
Oh,
PACIFIC or
shit.
you throw a shock dart.
भाई क्लच भाई इनका
अकेला जिताया ब्रो.
यार इनका कॉम्प है ना थोड़ा सा ये है.
It's been 7 rounds in a
इनके
row now
duelist vibe नहीं है
for
ब्रो.
the Southeast Asians.
को इनवी को.
A case in point of a
उसके बाद
snowball.
भी
there.
फ्रीइंग को लो किया.
यूनमिन को राइफल निकाल के इन दोनों को ना झापझूप घुसना चाहिए.
Found an answer.
And we thought that
खेलना
the
चाहिए.
Zeta game for DRX was one of the best highlights of a snowball in this game of Valorant that we know right now in current meta.
भी यूनमिन पे अल्ट है.
This kind of feels worse.
Oh my goodness.
Or a better case, rather. DRX, the blades are out, and the drone first, but not spotting something.
अब ड्राफ्ट नहीं करेगा.
He's on the line, he's dashed away! How is he still alive? He's not! Okay, cut down to size. An advantage finally for DRX. This
जय श्री
is
राम.
probably the best chance they actually have, because no one is
क्या
on this A
बात
side
है?
anymore for PACIFIC.
तुम में कोई नहीं खेल रहा तो मैं ही खेल लेता हूँ.
Why would DRX suddenly explode off into the A side? But now it's an off.
You have to pit right
तो
now. You
join
need all
करना
you
चाह रहा
can
था
to try
वो.
and win this round. Bane playing the distance game with the Hunter's
Bucky.
Fury.
Into the pit as well. And you're right, Hunter's Fury is online. Setting up, waiting for it. As PACIFIC tries to surround and get themselves
हाँ भाई ये डैश बहुत होता है भाई commonly jet
territory
में.
that's been set up by Mako. He's got a frenzy as well, so this game plan completely clear. Hyunmin with the Blade Storm eliminates yet another, but there goes Jing, trying to work with what he can actually find. Still
2v4 है बढ़िया.
hugest
9-11 score. This is still winnable, chat. ये round की वजह से उनका eco भी बहुत अच्छा आ गया है अभी.
himself onto the board.
भाई game on है अभी भी.
For
निकाल
DRX.
लिया.
Imagine if there was ever a time to step
Game
up.
is still on.
मेरे को तो
Before your
बैंकर लग रहा है,
opponents
पता नहीं
get
क्यों.
to
अभी तो
match
ults
point,
भी है.
series point in an elimination position. And
अरे
you
चलाओ.
come
Replay भी दिखा
online,
पाए.
क्या
that
replay
pit,
था,
the way
बड्डा है.
in, the blades working for Hyunmin.
मेरे को तो वही
Gets
देखना
off
था.
19, gets the kills. That was
वेरी राउंड हार गए
desperately
जब उसने ब्लेड निकाली. ये
needed
बताना
for
चाह रहे
DRX.
थे.
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
PACIFIC bring out double off.
Yep.
एक
Could actually
और
play with their economy. if they're
दोनों
not
अब
too
mid
careful,
पे.
But Envy's fine, Devi's fine. See what they
वो
look
अच्छा
to do.
elbow
One
peek
through
कर
mid,
रहा है वो.
one through elbow. With the bailout strategy for Forsaken 2, don't forget. And if you can block their lines of sight, makes the ops a little bit more risky to go for any ambitious peekings like this. Something Trying to do his best face clan impression.
पागल भी कर ले
We all
क्या?
know how that went recently. Forsaken though onto freeing. We'll find first.
यूनमिन को देखो ना भाई शॉटगन लेके अंदर घुस रहा है ऐसा लग रहा.
Made known, Jing tucked around the back of the pyramids on A site. He actually circles around trying to get ahead of the wave. It's Hyunmin, managed to spot him out.
दोनों को लुक किया वो.
Shot at close range. Davai though, out from the back of boards, works with the information retrieved by his teammate and finds 3. Hermes answers back. Pops off the flash, looks for a bit more, but gets shut down by his Yoru counterpart at the very end. It's PRX now at the cusp of closing out the series.
को बोलो भाई कोई ये करे राइफल चलाए चुपचाप.
From Davai there for that 3K as well. Just catching DRX
में भी कोई शूट नहीं कर रहा है,
सिर्फ
2 ही शूट कर रहे हैं.
भाई वो शॉटी से 2 जन को 1 HP किया ना.
3 series points now for PRX to not get eliminated, and for DRX it has got to be a damaging feeling right now that nothing has gone your way on this attacking side. Mate, the only round that you found so far was the Thrifty with the pit.
And the Blades.
And the Blades being
our past kickoff champions.
Yeah, 2025 kickoff champions. Representatives at internationals are plenty.
Flown out. Forsaken just reads all of it. Sends a shot right through. A second!
Only ops! Only ops!
Well. Play around the screen. Still has to watch out though because opponents all around. As PaperX get themselves back into line. Something gets sussed out.
Yep.
3-3, 3-4.
Any day of the week. A 3 versus
3. Wait, never mind. 3v3.
Start to look for the plant to go down. As Bane has Hunter's Fury as well. You've still got Freeing. What stars do you maybe still have available as well for that Gravwell? As Marco
that was a chance.
3K in the round. Freeing finds Envy. This
okay,
is looking
another 3K. Come on.
For DRX to hold on to dear life.
Bring it to a 10. Davai though, still in the game, but gets spotted out by the barrel. Untenable. And there goes
शाह भाई ने 11 रुपए दिया गूगल पे और लिखा है साला सुपर चैट के अलावा लोगों की चैट ही नहीं पढ़ता. नहीं रिन्यू करूंगा मेंबरशिप. सॉरी यार शाह भाई. मैच देख रहा हूँ यार अभी अपना नॉर्मल गेम प्ले वाला स्ट्रीम रहता हूँ उसमें तो पढ़ता हूँ मैं.
And my friends, the timer is paused.
Sorry शाह भाई. Thank you for the 11 रुपए on Google पे though. Love you.
But yeah, we'll see.
I feel like this is not the friendly pause.
Why not? Alex goes screaming into their ears. It's 12-10. And a single mistake could cost them.
Oh, time out.
A single mistake and we might go into OT.
Yeah.
इसमें भी ऐसा कर देना चाहिए ना.
एलेक्स ने टाइम आउट दिया.
जो है वो प्लेयर लोग के पीछे बैठ के ये करे.
हाँ.
है ना कितना मस्त लगता है.
कोई अबे इंपॉर्टेंट कॉल देना था भाई. रुको एक सेकंड.
एलेक्स तो बजाएगा ना कोई कुछ हगा तो.
For the side of DRX to have another try and navigate away to get the next 2 rounds to push us into
शाम का ही टिकट है रिटर्न का. हाँ.
For a 5th, 6th finish.
अच्छा आशा तुम लोग तो उधर ही रहते ना. नहीं ठीक है कैंसिल कर देता हूँ. हाँ. चलेगा.
See themselves go out in 6th right now in this short Elim bracket. They want another chance at the international stage. My people.
I was just waiting for you to send that. Yeah. Love to see it. Fans from down under. But at the same time, for PaperX, both teams truly such storied players all throughout Pacific. The fact that they possibly have to get sent packing at the end of this series, at the end of this map.
And this is such a big round for DRX actually as well, because look at the economy of PaperX.
Ooh.
They could be in a weakened state of affairs in the next round. They'll have some guns, don't get me wrong, but not the whole kit and caboodle. But this is a big round for DRX. 4 to the main. A drift on in for Hermes to scope everything out.
And ये work नहीं किया है उनके लिए ऐसा 5 जने. Oh, the White! No way, the White did that! Wow.
He finds Hyunmin. He got ahead of the drift, and then the Hunter's Fury gets pulled out as well. Envy fires back as Bane unfortunately gets silenced. Still though, into sight, Marco's managed to take down his opponent. Now, they set themselves up.
Bang on for the plant as well. Jing to reposition to the back of A lobby. No one.
ये साला mid वाला लेकिन danger है ना.
How long does Marco stay around? Jing spotted him, but doesn't reveal himself too early. Plays the trigger discipline right now as Jing scales up.
Ooh, Jing big kill!
And now you get sent the paranoia into sight. Hermes has to back away from it. He's backed up by his teammate though, but
Big
they get
kill.
spotted out by something. Jumping through with
wait.
Forsaken onto the shorty.
Unless Bane gets one more.
Bane still stays alive. His teammate
GG.
fallen, and there goes something with the
Good
Arbor
game,
to
bhai.
punch
What a
through.
game, what a
It's
game, what a game, what a
diabolical
game.
for PaperX to
W
end it
game.
in fashion.
DRX goes home. PaperX moves forward.
They plant their feet down, and they send DRX home.
And this backwards and forwards affair. And
क्या लगता है क्लच भाई? PaperX वर्सेस स्टीवन?
ब्रो मैं हर्ष भाई मैंने सोचा कि लोअर ब्रैकेट से PaperX क्वालिफाई कर जाए तो
वही तो बोल, तो अभी PaperX वर्सेस स्टीवन होगा
100% PaperX T1 पहले तो PaperX DFM फिर
अभी
PaperX T1
DFM भी होगा
अबे तो DFM T1 है ना कल
हाँ तो उनमें से जो जीतेगा वही PaperX के अगेंस्ट जाएगा ना
नहीं जो
वो मिडिल ब्रैकेट अच्छा वो मिडिल ब्रैकेट है
हाँ अभी लोअर को और एक बचा है
साला ये लोअर वालों को
एक और को हराना पड़ेगा तब जाएंगे
यार बहुत बड़ा है भाई लोअर रन तो
हाँ
PRX
और तुम सोचो लोअर रन तो बहुत बड़ा है पर जो अपर पहुंचे वो लोग के लिए कितना फायदा है
अरे वो तो सो गए भाई
वो लोग एक हारे ठीक है कोई बात नहीं एक हारे ठीक है कोई बात नहीं
Who do we get? Hermes coming in, changing up the roles as well, right? From the initiator on the KO, I think it looks gorgeous.
RRQ तो भाई दो मैं क्या उसे कहते दो ही खेली है
RRQ तो भूल गई होगी खेलना कैसे
हाँ दो खेली उसमें भी वन साइडेड दोनों मैप जीती है
But from us, folks, it's
अबे
a
वापस
bit of a
RRQ
shorty one here.
जीतेगी
We're going to send it down the stage for an interview with PaperX.
And it is PaperX claiming their victory over DRX tonight. Congratulations to PaperX and something.
something अकेला बच गया तो इसलिए उसको
Please join me over here. 네, 오늘 경기 승리를 거둔 PaperX의 something 선수 만나보도록 하겠습니다. 승리 축하드립니다. something 선수 기분 좋은 모습도 봐서 좋은데 특히나 또 Z를 잡은 모습이 오랜만에 보지 않나 싶습니다. 먼저 그동안 something 선수의 Z가 많이 보고 싶었거든요. 좀
PaperX T1 देखने में मजा आएगा.
보도록 하겠습니다. Congratulations something on the win, but also
Actually PaperX DFM देखने भी भाई वो गेम तो सबसे टफ होगा बे.
Be that aggressive, something that we used to know. So what was it like getting to play that agent again on Breeze? Liberating?
Yeah, I mean it's been a while. I played on Jet. Maybe last time I played in stage 1, I think, basically like 6 months ago, something like that. So it's been a while. I miss Jet. So yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play on Jet.
Z를 마지막으로 한 6개월 전 스테이지 1이었나 2였나 기억도 안 날 만큼 좀 오래돼서 오랜만에 Z를 하니까 너무 재밌었고 그리웠다고 얘기를 하는데요. 말씀해주신 것처럼 something 선수 그동안 Z 외에 좀 다양한 요원을 소화해주기도 했습니다. 뭐 요루를 해주기도 했지만 비토 같은 신규 요원을 하면서 오퍼레이터를 활용하기에는 조금 힘든 요원들도 다뤄주고 있는데요. 그동안 좀 답답하거나 스트레스 받는 부분도 있었을 것 같은데 어떤 시간을 보내고 있었는지도
गेमिंग होगी लेकिन अभी नहीं मैं थोड़ी देर में आता हूँ.
You've been playing other agents that aren't really optimal for operators, right? So you're on the Veto, Waylay as well. I mean, you were the designated opera of the team.
Yeah.
So what was it like playing those different agents? Was it frustrating for you or was it something new? You just took it for the team?
I mean, to be fair, when you play new agents, you're always learning something from the agents. You always like see from another point of view on, for example, Veto and Euro, so stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
Do you like the Veto?
I'm okay with that.
Okay. 새로운 요원을 배울 때마다 항상 새로운 것들을 배울 수 있기 때문에 특히 비토를 통해서 게임 보는 눈이 좀 다양한 시각으로 볼 수 있어서 좋았다고 얘기를 하고요. 그래서 상관없다 이렇게 얘기를 해줬는데 비토 그래서 좀 괜찮냐라고 얘기를 해주니까 신경 쓰지 않는다. 괜찮은 것 같다라고 얘기를 해줬습니다. 그리고 마지막으로 PaperX가 사실 이번 킥오프 내내 조금 더 다양한 맵에서 다양한 시도를 하면서 맵풀을 강화시키는 노력을 하고 있는 것 같아요. 그 중에 하나가 오늘 처음 공개했던 헤이븐이었는데 오프 시즌 때도 내용이 굉장히 좋았거든요. 근데 지금 헤이븐을 꺼낸 이유가 뭔지 왜 진짜 꺼내지 않았는지도 물어보고 싶네요. Now it seems like you guys have been strengthening your map pool, and especially when it comes to today, you guys opened Haven for the first time in kickoff. It looked great during the off season.
Davai was killing it on the chamber too. But why didn't you guys play this map sooner? Why now?
To be fair, we've been picking Breeze, and then as you can see, we need to improve Breeze even more since we changed comp. I mean, on practice it looks well because I've been getting so many kills on scrims, but then when it's come to the tournament, I don't know, 13 kills, it's not it, you know. So yeah, I mean, about Heaven, we've been playing well as you mentioned in off season, so it's
दवाई मारा है ना Heaven पे.
헤이븐 괜찮기는 했는데 사실 요즘에는
헤이븐 पे यार भगा दी ना दवाई ने.
근데 브리즈 조합을 계속 바꾸다 보니까
Like करो chat like.
좀 고쳐야 될 부분이 많고 했구나라고 생각을 하게 됐다고 합니다. 그리고 이상하게
DM vs com situation हो गया.
때나 연습 때 썸띵 선수가 킬을 진짜 많이 하는데 경기 때
कोरियन में बातें बड़ी हो जाती है.
हाँ, वो तो जाती है. नहीं वो क्वेश्चन अगला क्वेश्चन भी पूछ लेती है ना.
픽을 안 한 이유가 없었다고 이렇게 오늘 맵픽의 순서에 대해서 설명을 좀 해줬습니다. 자 그러면 다음 상대 DFM 아니면 T1이 될 것 같은데 팀원들끼리는 좀 누구를 만났으면 좋겠다 하는 얘기가 나오고 있는지 아니면 개인적으로 어느 팀을 만나고 싶은지도 물어보도록 할게요. So next up will be either DFM or T1. Are there any talks around the team on which team you guys would prefer to face, or is there your personal preference?
I mean, personally, I would like to play versus T1 again to get this kind of like revenge. So maybe versus T1 I want to play more rather than DFM.
T1을 상대로
नहीं लेकिन क्लच भाई नहीं DFM वर्सेस पेपर एक्स है ना बहुत टफ गेम होगा.
썸띵 선수였습니다.
कैसे टफ होगा भाई? क्या बात कर रहे हो?
오후 4시에
वापस बोलो.
다시 돌아오도록 하겠습니다.
DFM पेपर एक्स कैसे हो सकता है टफ?
Congratulations once again. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
ठीक है. ठीक है.
नहीं भाई वो बात नहीं है भाई DFM में जो बात पेपर एक्स में है भाई. आज वाला मैच भी फंस गया था इन लोग का, फिर भी निकाल दिए ना.
अब बता 1.5 के लाइक से करीब है दोस्तों. अगर आप लोगों ने लाइक नहीं किया अब तक तो लाइक द स्ट्रीम. चलो बाय बाय.
हमसे विदा.
हमसे विदा दोस्तों. ये क्या उसे कहते हैं गेमिंग करते हैं हम लोग. आधे एक घंटे में आता हूं मैं, ठीक है, गेमिंग करने के लिए. थैंक यू सो मच बाय. आता हूं.